What is up, everybody? I feel like I haven't played FGO in forever, and that's because it's boring! I hate saying that, but it's like, I don't think I've ever been more bored with FGO than now, because, I mean, I can't even believe this is considered a collab event. I mean, like, let's look at this. This event is literally these free quest nodes right here, and none of these are interesting. There was literally nothing in the main story at all. And then it is probably the shittiest challenge quest. The only other challenge quest I can think of that is like as shitty as this one would be like the summer boars or something. But this is probably worse because it's easy and it's long, unless you like whale. Like I can't put into words how bad this challenge quest is. But I mean, this is it. You have the worst challenge quest like conceived by man, and then just a few like dailies, which instead of being like listed. So like typically in FGO, right, your dailies. Wait, why do I have two advanced quests I haven't beat? What did I not do? Oh, the France one and the Golem one. Huh. It's weird that I didn't do those. Anyway, I'll probably do that today then. Anyways, we're looking at dailies, right? They're just, you know, level 5, level 10, level 25, level 40, level, you know, it's just generic, it's all right here. This is literally what the event is. They just put it on a map, like that makes any difference, right? It's like, it's the same thing. Are they doing lost? See, the thing is, like, I don't even care. Dude, I'm not trying to hate on FGO. I want FGO to do well, and there are some areas they've done better with recently, but like, I could not look forward to those Lost Belt like revamp things any less than I already do. Like, they are horrible. Like, they're just shit. It's like, oh, hey, let's just slap 4 million HP on a past boss and not change anything mechanically. And so, like, it's impossible to do those with budget teams without stalling. You must stall. You can do it. Like, budget teams can beat them, but I basically, and that's what I didn't like about this challenge quest. Basically what I've done for every single Lost Belt, like, revamp thing has been use Hans Mash, or then, like, David, or something like that, right? Pure stall for budget. I basically did that for every single one except like Minotaur, and every other one though you had to stall like that. Like Surtur, Zigguard, Antonio, Anastasia, all of them you had to stall like that. And that's exactly what you have to do in this stage, right? Now, if you're like using really OP supports, you can actually just, this is one of the easiest bosses ever to 2-turn because there's no gimmick. The boss just has like 5 million health. And if you're really buffed up, you know, you can just do these 2 health bars, you can just boom, boom, you're done. But for low stars, like especially with low star supports, there's just no way to do that. But the boss drains its own health every turn. So you basically just sit around and survive until the boss kills itself. Like, that's it. And even if you do, what's really annoying, you can say, oh, well, just do damage, as much damage to the boss as you can while it kills itself. But it's designed in a way that you can't really do that because what the boss does is it doesn't hurt itself every turn, it lowers its maximum HP every turn. So, how do I put this? If you do 100,000 damage and then it lowers its maximum health by 100,000 damage, the health stays exactly the same. So you have to do a lot of damage for it to actually outpace the self damage. And if you outpace it, that just means the boss doesn't actually hurt itself. So, like, you just have to wait even longer for the boss to actually hurt itself. So, like, yeah, I did a Medusa setup. That's actually how I did it with low stars. I did Mash, Hans, Medusa, and I think Asclepius, and then I actually forgot the other, I don't know, maybe Alex was in there, I don't even remember. But I didn't make a video because it was like 39 turns of me just sitting around like, oh guys, I wonder if I'm gonna do Mash's NP this time, or am I gonna do Hans's NP this time? Like, it's so dog shit. So it's a horrible, horrible trend. And anyway, that's how all of the story revamp quests have been. That's how all of them have been. It's just waiting around with Mash and Hans, stalling forever, just slowly whittling the boss down. And that's what the Lost Belt 3 actually, the Lost Belt 3 ones are probably going to be even more cancer because those bosses are harder. So if you give them really high stats, it's just going to get absurd. Like, I mean, fuck them, dude. Like, I hate that content. Like, FGO is really pissing me off right now because, like, there's nothing to do, and these, you know, story revamps are trash. Now, honestly, the thing I like best about FGO right now is just the advanced quests. Like, that's a really good idea. Hopefully they do more with that, but like, that's why I haven't streamed the game in so long. It's like, I mean, what could I possibly stream right now? Like literally, that's why I haven't streamed it. I've been sitting here like all day thinking about what could I possibly do in FGO to make an interesting stream, and the answer is literally nothing. It's like there's like I'm gonna do Paul Bunyan free quests. Like, oh wow, incredible. Yeah, there's just literally no content, and like hopefully we'll get more of these eventually. So when we have dead weeks, we can mess around with these and stuff. But we need a lot more of these, and they need to get harder and whatnot. But yeah, I was so, the whole story replay thing that they're doing could be so cool, but they're doing it so poorly that I kind of hate it. And you can't replay them anyway, you know, they're only available for a week. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, can you imagine what Lee's students would be like if they gave them all that stuff? What they'll probably do is bring back Mothman with like, you know, 1 billion health, which will be so easy if you use an Avenger, dude. It's just, but if you don't, you're going to have no chance. And there is, you know, Antonio's the only low star Avenger, and that doesn't work. Like, that won't do anything. Like, it's going to be the same shit, dude. It's just going to be so boring. Hey, Gambler. Thank you for the resub, dude. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no, and NA's doing the same thing. NA has nothing to do either. All right, this was the one with, like, all the ads. What do we want to use here? What, you know, we're just shit-talking Antonio. Let's use him and see what happens. This is a really easy stage, though, so I don't think it'll matter too much. Let's go with Hohenheim here. Yeah, Ongra. Yeah, that's the hero we needed. That's true, they probably will buff some people, so that's nice. So, I'll take that. Yeah, the buffs honestly have been like the only cool thing about those events. And like I would hope they take this, like the feat, because I've seen so many people hate on the story replay stages, but I know the whales like it because they get to show off, you know, do like 5 million damage in 2 turns or whatever, because it's easy to do that with supports. But like, how does anyone think that's like worth a shit at this point? Like, who hasn't seen someone doing, like, you know, Veach, Oberim, you know, Scatty or Castoria or whatever, and just cycling the supports and just doing, you know, whatever DPS is applicable to the stage, and then just 2 or 3 turn. Like, that's been done so many times for years and years. Like, who gives a shit? Like, it's so boring. Honestly, the NA collab event is better than the JP one. Not that it's very good, but we haven't had a good collab event in a long time, because the Requiem one's pretty bad, although at least it's better than the Idol event, which is just FGO x FGO, and then this one is just FGO x FGO, and there's no content, no bosses, there's 1 challenge quest. At least the Idol event had a good challenge quest, though. Like, it really did. It had a pretty great one. Anyway, what do we want to do for Antonio here? Always Mozart for the memes. Then switch them out. I can't remember. I think there's trash mobs before the boss, and if that's so, I should just, like, not NP turn 1. Yeah, Black Bart buff would be awesome, and Sir, thank you for the... Sir Shadow, thank you for the 14 months, dude. Like, I would love it if Black Bart got to be a quick support, and it's easy to do that. It's just minor changes, like, to his skills. You could make him a dedicated quick support. That would be so cool, dude. Like, I'm all about that. Because we need a quick support, and I like Black Bart. It's just, he's so hard to use right now. He's only really used in, like, low star, crit, like, cycling setups kind of things. Like, it's like the only time you really see him get used. Alright, so we're gonna use the Switch Mystic Code. What else can I do for art? Or NP gain. There's Asclepius. Because obviously I'm keeping a budget just because, but let's see, what? Asclepius. What else? I guess Medea in a way, but I think Asclepius is better. Yeah, I guess that's about all I can do for supporting him. Okay, now if we have a lot of time with trash mobs at the start, I should do like formal craft. Yeah, let's. I think we do. I'm pretty sure there's trash mobs. And then his NP won't matter at all. Do Star Bomb or something. What is Asclepius's Bond CE? I actually don't know off the top of my head. I suspect it's healing related. Okay, I guess the first time you do this, you do get Bond. So I'll get Hans Bond. Who else do I need Bond on? Is Mordred close? 97k, yeah, that's pretty close. What about Arthur, though? Because Arthur, if he gets one more Bond, he gets his passive. That's pretty far away, to be honest, but, yeah, we'll go with Mordred. Not that I need the SQ right now, but you never know. They could add Henry V tomorrow. No copium here, by the way. I think this is the Bond one, yep. Alright. Let's see if this can loop at all. Yes, Oblivion music. Boy, that's like the most forgotten Elder Scrolls game, I feel like. Everyone cares about Skyrim and Morrowind. Oblivion is the forgotten middle child. Gives 30% healing received to the party. Yeah, that's kind of what I would expect.
楽しい音楽の時間だよ。
I like Oblivion's aesthetic. I remember it had like some cool armor and whatnot. So I like it in that. Wait, there's 4 waves? Oh no. Oh, I've made a mistake. Alright, well, definitely don't want to NP the first wave. We'll probably have the Solidine NP the second wave, and then we'll see if we can loop on the third, and then just go from there. I thought there was like 1 wave and then the boss. I've never played the one before. What is it? Is Daggerfall the one before Morrowind? I have never even seen footage of that game. I know of its existence, but I've never played it. And I've never seen a video of it, so. So NP gain is all we really care about. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online is still being played though, right? So, like, it's still alive. It's just not the same crowd of people that like the regular games, I suspect. We are really struggling to get, I'm actually gonna wait to NP because I want an art chain for Antonio. Did I skip one of his art cards or something? Yeah, there we go. I really, there's no point in NPing at this point. I'll just NP on the next wave.
Digression.
I don't think mechanically any of the Elder Scrolls games are solid. I really stand by that. I think mechanically they're all horrible. Yeah, they have good things going for them. Like Morrowind, when I've gone back and looked at it, like, you know, the combat is atrocious. I mean, absolutely atrocious. But Morrowind actually isn't really impressive in like how it made pretty meaningful. Like, you go to a new city, right? I think there was a city called like Belmora or something like that. You know, like was it a classic one? I may be getting my names confused. But anyway, you know, pretty big city, lots of NPCs that have pretty in-depth quests that would interact with each other, right? That was really interesting about it. You kind of would have like a whole story about that city and a lot of ways to interact with it. And it's actually pretty impressive, like how they set all that up for a game like that. I think it's actually a lot, the questing system is a lot better in Morrowind than it is in Skyrim. But I mean, the combat is trash. There's no voice acting, really. Well, there's some, but there's very little voice acting. You know, there's so many things that don't age well, right? Like, I mean, legit, Morrowind has a very impressive questing system and just, you know, NPC interactions and everything. Like, that's great. And then Skyrim is just the depth of a puddle. I mean, I don't think there's any better way of describing Skyrim. It's the size of an ocean with the depth of a puddle, right? Like, the combat is terrible. The quests are really dull when you think about it. You know, it's very bland, I would say. And then Oblivion, I honestly don't remember the quests very well, and unlike the other games I've gone back and like analyzed them, I've never gone back and analyzed Oblivion. So I don't even remember if the quests are well done or not. I know for a fact the combat's not very good because the combat is never good in those games. Do I even bother to have Hohenheim do the art up here? I don't think so. Like, I think we just wait for the boss here. I'm pretty sure what like makes Skyrim worth a damn is just the mods. Like, let's be perfectly honest, right? The mods is what everyone cares about. It's not actually the game. We didn't kill any of those guys with the NP there. Hey Green, if I'm using Musashi against Fluffy, is Black Grail or Anti-Divine CE going to serve her better? Kind of depends if you have her third passive or not, if she's a high NP rank, is she Grail, yada yada. So if she's like, you know, level 90 NP1, you're probably going to want Black Grail. If she's more upgraded than that though, Black Grail is going to be overkill, and you actually don't want to hurt yourself if you can help it, so then Anti-Divine's better, because starting NP, etc, etc. If it's a really upgraded Musashi, though, I think the Anti-Divine CE is probably the best one. Because you're gonna have, because Musashi can just do so much damage in that fight. She does big damage anyway, and then she's got Anti-Berserker as a passive, and then she got that, you know, upgraded NP with the extra NP up. Zerk, thank you for the gifted stuff. I really appreciate that, man. I really do, guys. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, what's up, Zerk? I'm done with classes. Got 100. Nice, nice. I assume 100 is the cap. Alright, let's see what, we finally got to the boss. That took forever. Probably should have MP'd with Hohenheim sooner. Let's see what we can do loot-wise here. When do we do Mozart's art up? We have no other cards. We only need to do 100k. Not really about the damage though, it's about looping. I guess now, because we don't even have an art card in Antonio, so he has like no ability to loop here outside of the NP refund. Yeah, I don't get the doorman cat thing. I Discord told me about that. I knew about the cat thing in that challenge quest, but I don't get why doorman is a part of that. Wow, we didn't actually kill there. I mean, obviously that got him, but I'm really surprised DNP didn't do enough. That was a lot of buffs we had. At least for budget, it's a lot of buffs. We did not loop, but we can put in Asclepius. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, I'm not super impressed, but kind of already knew it was going to be like this. We can loop here. The art card. That was so underwhelming. That was so underwhelming. Wow. That's actually so bad we might lose. Like that was pathetic. Oh, I'm concerned. Can you imagine if we lose this? My 100 and Tony would have done it. Actually, it might not have on that turn. Be close, but we were pretty far off from getting the damage there. And you know, to be fair, this is a pure budget setup. You know, every single unit is you know, low star and no one's grailed and all this. So, but damn, that was pretty yikes. I wouldn't mind fucking around in this stage and seeing like how well some of the AoE people can knock these guys down, especially with budget support. But it's kind of an annoying stage because of all those trash mobs before. It's kind of just wasting time. I feel like Darius would be a better spot. Well, the thing about Darius though is you don't really test damage in any way because you only test damage on the first wave. Because only the first skeletons actually have enough health to matter. All the skeletons after that are just kind of whoopsies. That's why we need harder advanced quests. The cards, yeah. Turn the sound down a little bit. It's a little loud there. Well, I don't think we're gonna lose, mainly because these guys just don't do any damage. But this was a very unimpressive performance, as Antonio normally is, sadly. I guess focus on NT gain. I was hoping for a lucky art crit here, but... Oh, there we go. Antonio needs so many things to be like good. Also, he just needs to be single target. Like you don't need an AoE Avenger on budget teams. You absolutely do not. 98%. And see what happens, this is why Antonio is just so useless as a budget unit. If you need an Avenger, you pretty much always need a single target one for boss fights, and you're not going to use an Avenger for farming with Antonio. That's not a thing. And so if you're in a boss fight, you almost always need single target, and although Antonio can kind of stand in with his crits and stuff, you're just better off with a Berserker, right? Your budget Berserker options for single target are just way better than your budget options for Avenger, because it's only Antonio, and he doesn't do enough damage to make, it just doesn't make any sense. And you can use him for farming, but there's no reason to. Like you have, like budget has better options for stuff most of the time. Although if he is Grailed, and especially if you're using Castoria, you know, you can kind of not care about what the enemy class is. So that's kind of nice. But if you're using Castoria and all that, like at that point you have a lot of options for farming. Let's not fool ourselves here. Like our ability loop there was pretty bad. I wonder how much better or worse that would have been with Castoria. If you make Castoria Asclepius, so you switch them around, that would have been way better, I suspect. Been easier loops and a lot more damage. All right. I remember the gimmick here had something to do with the golem, like taking like parts of himself and making a new golem. I think if you kill if you kill the golems he creates, it hurts him. Could we do a dot setup though? Let's see. It'd be hard because you have no support here. So I don't have a lot of, like if I had my own clown boy, it'd be great. I'd use that with Salami, but I don't have them, so I'm not sure how well I could do. Okay, probably not so budgety then though, because my options are kind of limited. Like maybe we use Waver because he has Curse. Wait, did he make this boss debuff immune? Let's find out. I'll make a team, but I have, they might have done that. We'll see. If they did, they're total cowards. Whoops. This is not Darius. Let's see here. The taunts are good if you want to go around the wheel for the 3 turns. Hey, Arjuna. So we'll get our boy George. could obviously start with K-Scope. There's also this, so this is probably better because it affects the other NPs. Okay, George could do what? I mean, there's always NP on death. Defense. I don't know if this boss actually hits hard enough to kill George. That'd be really bad. If George doesn't die, that would super suck. Well, hopefully this boss... I mean, he's a berserker, so... I'll have some degree of faith here. Where is... There it is. So, maybe one more... Actually, we're gonna, I guess, end with Ben K, because that's Curse. That's so pathetic. This is not nearly as good unless you have double salami, because you get the free NP, like, boom, boom. You get one turn, then you get another turn. Like, that's so much better than what we're doing here. Okay, what we're gonna do is Ben K with K-Scope. So the idea is to have him show up, NP, and then have Salami's third skill off, go off, then NP again. That's what I want. His CE is probably not going to matter. I could just do like flat damage or something, like covering fire. I should also bring dot command codes, but I might be too lazy for that. I'm worried that the other taunt that I bring here won't actually die. Gonna have to go starting NP. No one else will probably die at that point. And if they do, I can't imagine I'd have anything with enough dots. I don't think this is gonna work, by the way, but we'll see. Can always win with that. Probably solo this stage. I could use the switch Mystic Code actually and switch in someone else for a dot. After all the NPing is done. Who else could do Curse? Let's see, who else has Curse? I think she has Curse. Probably better than that though. Let's see. There's always just more NP charge. Like Scatty to have what's her face do it again. Burn is so much weaker than Curse for like what this account has. Like there's literally like no one with good burn stuff. Like you need very like rare stuff to make burn any good. Curse is actually the only one that's budget friendly. Like Poison is you have to have what's her name, shooting. Like Curse is the only one that budget can do. And it's because Salami keeps up with all the other stuff. And in this stage, you can't do any of that stuff. Like, even Curse sucks because you can't bring a support, so... You'd have to have your own clown doorman. Why am I not remembering anyone that has Curse? I guess he has Curse. And he doesn't even need to NP for it. Fuck it, fine, whatever. Oh, you know what we could do? We're not gonna need... There we go, that's something. Can I limit break that? Because it does more Curse damage. I can, but then it'd be the only one. So I should probably wait until I get one more, and then I should limit break it. Alright, well, time for Catastrophe. The NP seal on that thing's quite good. Edmund wouldn't do shit here. Like, people have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to dot stuff, dude. But yep, that unit that has 0 battery and doesn't have a charge skill. That'll be amazing. Like, you would do that if you were doing like double salami and you actually wanted AoE, and then like you had Edmund come in right as Salami is gonna do their stuff. But there's just, that doesn't do it. That's no good here. Like, there's no point. Doorman probably is the best. Either that or Salami, obviously. But like, Doorman and Salami are the two really good ones. Like, if you're gonna do maximum curse, it's gonna involve both of them every single time. $700K. See, if I could use a second Salami, that might happen. Nope, he's debuff immune, and well, maybe it's mental debuff, but we'll find out here. I had a feeling they were going to do this. Yep, he's immune. What a dick. Let me make sure it doesn't just like last a few turns. Nope, lasts forever. Well, that sucks. Let's see if this ridiculous team can still win just by taking advantage of the gimmick. I think it's a Buster attack that makes it spawn. No, Shiom is not a good pick for curse stuff, because you're just so much better off using Doorman and Salami. Like, she's good enough if you wanted to do something, but she's not even close to, like, one of the best ones. Like, it's Salami and Doorman by, like, a mile. I think it's just random when it procs. Because we did every card type there more than once. You know, I guess, I could still cast it. No, there's really no point casting her third skill, in this context. Actually barely killed. I guess I didn't look, I should've tried to Brave Chain because extra attack can probably proc it. Okay, I don't even, like, this can probably work, but I this team is just boring. It's like, there's no reason for any of it if the boss is debuff immune. Really, there's no team you can really bring here that's going to be particularly interesting because, you're just gonna wait for RNG to proc. I guess the only thing you could do here to increase your odds of like speeding things up is doing things to give you as many extra attacks as possible. That's like the only thing you can do. Just have Ku do a bunch of damage just cause. You know, we could do the anti-berserker CE, but I don't feel like that's necessary. I guess Billy's good because easy way to get a Brave Chain. I mean, it literally like doesn't matter what you bring. You can just bring random units and you can beat the stage. This stage is like a really fun idea. I wish they had done it in a way though that wasn't so brain dead. Like, you should still have to do damage to the boss and like worry about that and still try to like the fact that the team doesn't matter, it just makes it lame, right? Like, you should still have to care about the team and still try to get good value while you're doing it and stuff. But I'll just get bonked. I've actually never paid attention to how much bond you get from these stages. I doubt it's very much. That's surprising, although I guess that's 2 5-stars in the back. Where is Sakura scope? There it is. It literally doesn't matter what Mystico I bring, so I'll go with that one just for the NP gain or whatever. Like, literally the only thing that matters in this stage is survival. But you don't actually need that much survival. Like, to meet the requirement. Oh, that's unlucky. I hit him 4 times, didn't get a proc. Mash getting kind of wrecked there. I guess Billy NP just to get more hits in, because I don't need his NP for anything else. Nice to see flat damage still works. Don't you start. How have we, dude? We've hit him 8 times and we haven't gotten a proc. That kind of sucks. Okay. There we go. That was horrible RNG right there. Yeah, I got 2 coup cards. Although I don't have his NP, so it doesn't really matter. I was wanting to like NP this and then do the other, like the extra attack into the golem. Let's see if Billy can impress. Oh well, how about that? So we still get our attacks in. Come on, crush! Nope. Dream is dead. Dude, what on earth is the like percentage on this nonsense? I feel like it's like really bad. Like, I'm just getting unlucky though. Oh, I probably could have Brave Chain there. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we got it. How much damage is Ku gonna do? Man, I was gonna do the battery from the Mystic Code, but he got his NP from getting attacked. Lot of love for Mash here, just leaving her out to dry on the survivability there. I must have been doing Yang CE stuff with Ku because he's got a bunch of burn command codes. 226. That's self-buffs only. There's no event, anything. There's nothing special there. Just Ku destroys berserkers now. Hey, we got another crush. That's what I'm talking about. Hit Billy 1 time, please. Damn it. Hit Billy 1 time. I could have done the this thing and gotten it. Oh, okay, well, I guess I just do this instead. Totally need 50% battery for that tiny bit. I am maximizing my crush procs. Like, why couldn't this fight actually be hard? It's such a fun concept, but they didn't do enough with it to make it difficult. At least the golem does do damage, though. Like, he can kill somebody. Not Ku, but... Might not be able to kill it here. Work with me, Billy. Never mind, Ku just does so much damage. Let's see. So doing mashes NP is bad because it doesn't hit, but what I can do is that, so we get the extra attack. Camelot is Darius. I don't remember what you beat for the golem. But I know Darius is tied to Camelot. But there's some that it's like you unlock more than one. Like Orleans unlocks 2. So this one might be Camelot as well. I know the Boudica one is America. I can figure it out. It's based on level. You can tell by what level the stage is. So we'll look. Septum, I mean, it would make sense in terms of the golem stuff. Actually, I tell you what, if you do this off of Septum, this actually probably would be hard because your servants aren't going to be that high of level. So actually survive, that actually could be tough. I'm actually kind of looking forward to making a new account and doing these, like going through the story as fast as possible and then fighting these with like whatever level my servants are and stuff. I could see that actually get pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I can't target switch here, so... Well, I could have. I could have done the 2 attacks and had Billy do the third. Yeah, Septum had a whole golem theme, so... Especially in the free quests. It's not even the 42k damage that you need to do, it's the surviving. Like, actually, your units will die quite quickly if they're, you know, not that high level. Like, this golem will fuck him up. Because, yeah, he only did 500 there, but that's because I got damage cut and the defense buff. Mash pretty low on the totem pole right now. Is he dead off this golem, or do I need one more? Nope, he's dead. That's unfortunate. That did not give a lot of bond. Alright, let's take a peek here. That's a really cool CE art, though. Alright, so this one is Fuyuki. This one is Orleans. This one is also Orleans. You can tell because they're both Orleans related, and then they're both level 25. And then this should be Septum then, because it's 35, and Septum is after Orleans. So we don't have one for Oceanus right now, because it goes from 35, and I know this one's London. This is actually the first one they added, and they said it was for London. And so you can just tell we don't have one for Oceanus. That's weird that they haven't done that yet. So yeah, skipped over Oceanus. That's what sucks about that though, is when they add an Oceanus one, there's no way it's gonna be hard. Like, they're not gonna be hard until like America and beyond, I would say. But yeah, this one's London. This one's America. This one's Camelot, and then this one is Babylonia. And they'll probably do more for Camelot and Babylonia, I suspect. And the question is, are they gonna do some beyond that? But we'll find out. This could be really awesome down the road, though, if they do a lot of these. I think it could be really fun. Alright, I've already beat all of them, but I might fight some of the others just for funsies. This one is so pointless once you... The only skill involved in this one is you should make a team that is capable of doing any type of chain as fast as possible based on your NP. Because all you do is you bust your chain, you art chain, and then you quick chain, and then you win. Now, you have to do that within 7 turns or you lose. So you want to bring units that like have an NP of each type. That way it gives you more control over it. But yeah, it's this one's pretty disappointing. For being, air quotes, the hardest one, it's definitely not that. Let's see, so budget, what would be good? I guess Asclepius, because he has battery, and battery's super good here because it gives you your NPs, and your NPs give you a card type. Billy's actually kind of nice because he doesn't have a triple deck, but that's okay because his NP's quick, and then he can contribute to making an art chain happen pretty well. So then the last unit would have to be Triple Buster, though, because there's only 2 Buster cards here. So it'd have to be a Triple Buster and a Buster NP. I guess just like Darius. So technically, that's pretty reliable, I feel like. I guess you want as much NP as Darius as possible. Oh, we'll keep it more budgety than that. Just for, I don't know, the challenge of it. Why can I never find Sakura scope? There we go. If someone died, it'd probably be Darius or Asclepius, so you probably don't want someone with quick. I guess David, because David has 3 art cards and then a Buster NP, so that gives you some nice options there. Where's the lad? One of the few green-haired characters in this game. Keeping it budget, I guess defense up. And I cannot imagine needing another unit. Maybe bring the Switch Mystic Code. If something went wrong at this point, it would definitely be Buster. So we'd switch in some with Buster. There's Lu Bu, obviously. Oh, Fergus. That's perfect, because it's a Lancer. Actually, Fergus is probably better than Darius at the start, now that I think about it. But we'll keep it this way, because Darius has NP gain skill or whatever, so... Yeah, Fergus actually makes a lot of sense. And then we'll just bring Hans for the bond gain. Wish I could do this in less clicks, but oh well. Is this better than 5%? Probably, because it looks like the base amount that you get is pretty crap. Alright, I don't think you can really get more budget than this. Well, I guess you could go all bronze. And I'm sure you could do it with that as well. Like, Spartacus is actually good. Triple Buster, Battery, Survival. Alright, so we could art chain if only we had Asclepius's NP, but we don't. So no go on that one. But that's so bullshit that I can Buster chain without Darius's NP, because like there's not, well, I guess there is an okay amount of Buster cards because of Darius, but still, that's pretty silly. Like we're already almost done because of that. I guess the hard part is gonna be, I don't know, art, I guess. Or actually not quick, but I think we're like completely fine here. I'm sad I didn't get the Darius NP for that. I'm super lucky. Well, he hits pretty hard, I tell you what. Okay, now I can do quick art or art, so let me think what makes more sense. I think what makes sense is I actually switch in David, and then I do quick here, and then David will make it more likely that, although if I switch in David here, you're guaranteed, I think you get the cards that you're guaranteed to have. I think David will get all the same cards. It only changes if he doesn't have one of the cards in the deck. And then it'll like prioritize the first one. But because David has those 3 cards, I'm pretty sure he just gets them. Let's confirm that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works off memory. No, because he has a Buster card, he did not get it. Well, actually, it might be like an ID thing because of that wasn't like the same Buster card in Darius's deck. I know the first card is always matched though. It always matches the first card. It might only care about that one. Anyway, we can still quick chain, so it's fine. And then now we're like super likely to be able to art chain. Because we've got, although David's already down 2, actually. So David only has 1 art card left, but then you have Asclepius's NP. Oh right, she does that in order. She card steals the first unit, and the second unit, and the third unit. I think I could have fixed that too. Because I could have saved Asclepius's 3rd skill, and you could just completely get around that. But we win. I think we did. Didn't we do one each turn? Didn't we? I think, yeah, we did a Buster on turn 1, Quick on turn 2, and Hard on turn 3. So it's about as good as it can get. The Darius is the best advanced quest. It's not even close. Probably Darius and then the Boudica one. They're really the only two good ones. Yeah, I know. I like the guy saying this is a good stage for like deck construction, but first off, you would never need this kind of deck construction again, right? You might care about having a lot of art cards. Why on earth would you make a deck that could try to do each chain like that? You're never gonna do that. And then also, yeah, it's after fucking Babylonia. That's so far into the game at that point, it's irrelevant. I think the point of it is because this stage is not meant to teach the players anything. This stage is to reinforce Virtua's personality. That's exactly what it is. It's just her messing with you and, you know, doing a puzzle, because that's what you do. Right? That's what this stage is, just them having fun with like Virtua's character. Because it is completely in character, and like Darius was like kind of like his lore ability, right? That's kind of what that is. Yeah, they're kind of just having fun with it, I guess. But yeah, these two right here are the ones like worth a damn. This one's kind of worth a damn. You can have fun with this one, but the Boudica one is better for sure. It's harder overall. And then all these other ones are just too easy. The Dragon one is fun though if you want to just mess around with min-maxing like NP spam, right? Because of the way the reinforcements work. So that one's actually kind of cool like that. Then hell, maybe we do that one right now or something. It's either that or we go fuck around with Richard. Let's see. Who would we even use against Richard right now? Does chat have anything worthy? I've already done it with Burgess. Have we ever used Martha here? She could probably do it because she's a ruler. Anyone that takes half damage here has a ridiculously easy time. The boss just doesn't do enough damage. Not really seeing anything worth using that we haven't either already used or it just has no chance. That's a hell of a... Okay, she's horrible here because she's an alter ego, but she's so upgraded. Let's try that out. Alright, I think that's all correct. Default, I suspect, is correct for her. Fujino, yeah, I'm sure she can't win, guys. Okay, like no NP gain at all there. Do I use my second skill? Yes. If I had an art chain, what do I hold on? Yeah, I'll do it. Like we're losing the crit buff, but no, I shouldn't have done that. Now that I think about it, because they give NP on death, I should not have done that. I suspect we're going to overcharge by quite a lot by the end of this, but who knows? I might get no Bizet cards here. Okay, I made the right decision. I take it back. I got 3 Buster cards in the first 2 hands, so there was no NP gain at all there. That's gonna hurt her total value in this stage, though. She's gonna not be able to crit the dragon. Which sucks because she makes a lot of stars. The critting is easy. Alright, I want to make as many stars as possible. I suppose I just do this. How much does the Edison command code boost again? Is it 15%? Do you know, Beasley? I feel like it's 10. I'm gonna guess it's 10, but I don't. I'm just guessing. If it is 10 though, that means we can boost by 25%. No, not the NP gain, the NP damage. Damage is 10. Okay, so yeah, it is 25 total. That's awesome. I guess I have Vade here. I love that she has that passive though that allows the mystic code like buff to linger. It's really cool. Hey Hex. Good, give me another crit. Fuck. Imagine not critting with a 90% chance. Hit me again, hit me again. There you go, give me those crits. Damn it, we didn't loop though. That is really good damage though for doing half damage. Because obviously you'd want to be counterclassing, and it's easy to counterclass with an alter ego. So you'd be doing so much more damage than that normally. Because it'd be double damage just to be a neutral, then it's double damage again for counterclass. Those command codes are extremely good for her. See, if I didn't have to use this, I could use it now, get the crit buff, NP again, and then use the crit buff and crit, and then counter again. Which would be amazing, but unfortunately I can't do that. I'll have to give her another run, because it's gonna be too hard for her to get her NP, because she's got her passive and all that. Surprisingly good damage though. Maybe she wants to use Atlas. Now, see, I can use her battery now, but I'm not going to have my quick up anymore, so it's still worse than if I could have done it before. Crit, 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 there we go. Better than last time. Yeah, these command codes are really nice. It's just that, oh, come on! Richard, you son of a bitch. We got, guys, our NP did 56k, and that's it. Although actually, that's still good considering. Yeah, we voted to give the dragon a name in the chat room with Richard. Oh yeah, we don't bully. Everyone acts like we bully Richard. We don't do that at all. Do you guys realize how high Richard's win rate is because we don't use archers here? Like, he's just like, you know, let the bodies hit the floor over here. Like, he'd be killing. Like, our win rate's like, you know, 10% or something. And every once in a while, though, we do use units, like archers or whatever, then we win a lot, but, yeah, most units fail this, I would say. If you look at the Google Doc, I'm sure there's more failures than successes. There's no... Let me think. Get my evade next turn. And I'll save it. I'm thinking Atlas. Wait, can she beat this? I feel like she can beat this if you bring Atlas and you have like really good luck in the right command code. She might need heal on Buster. She might even need heal boost on Quick. And then heal on Buster. And then you only bring the 1 damage up command code. That sounds weird because she gets so much out of it, but that might actually be right. That's a hard call though, I don't know. Like, just the heal might be enough. You might not need the heal boost. Because you are throwing away a lot of damage. Because, let's say you get rid of the 10% one. It's 10% but potentially on 3 NPs. So it can end up being quite a bit. But sometimes the heal boost is what makes or breaks you living an extra turn, and a whole extra turn is probably more damage. I like how her counterattacks make stars, by the way. I guess I use this because the crit up and everything is more worth on a non-NP turn than an NP turn. If only we had a higher hit count on the boss. This is a really good performance though, like goddamn. I mean, I know it's a ridiculously upgraded Bizette, but she is an alter ego, which is absolutely terrible in this stage. Although not as terrible as like a Lancer, not even close. They're so much better than Lancers because Lancers, they're taking double damage, so they're gonna die so quick, and they're also doing the shitty damage themselves. So Lancer is clearly the best class, the worst class here. Do I just evade now? Because it's not like I'm not gonna make it to his next NP. We either win or lose by then. I guess I should put the Edison card last because of the gain rate on it. I'm not sure how that. It might be flat, like the Star Gym is flat, but it doesn't hurt to put in third place. Oh baby, we looped. Holy shit, I think if we don't die here, we're gonna win. And actually, in order for it to die, that would mean you have to attack a lot, and we'd probably kill him. Let me put it in slow-mo so I have time to cancel the, Zeet the app. Yeah, I think we win. Can you believe that, chat? That's crazy. And we didn't even have the heal command code. If we had the heal command code, there wouldn't be even RNG at the end here. Because there's a bit of RNG right now. If he, like, crit me, I think if he double crits us, we might be dead. No, the first crit would have to kill us. Because, we'll kill him in one counterattack, I think. Maybe not. It's close. Okay, yeah, we could lose here. Depending on, okay, he didn't crit. I think we're good. Yeah, if he had crit there, and then this was a crit, we would have lost, I think. Yeah, for sure. Because, we needed the second hit. And if you're dead, you don't get to do the counterattack, so... If he had double crit, we only would have counterattacked once, and that wasn't good enough. Might have been within low-high roll, though, because, I'm not sure... He doesn't have any crit bonus stuff, so his crits do exactly double damage. And I think I might have still had half my health left of my starting health. So he actually might have lived 2 crits, but low-high roll would change that. So there was some risk there, so heal would probably have been safer. But still, that's super impressive. I'm not even sure we've had another alter ego win. If we have, it's probably like Melt or Doorman or something. But I'm not sure we ever tested them off memory. If someone's got a good Melt, we should use that and see what happens. See if we can find one. Yeah, Kiara might have worked because she healed so much. Because the dragon doesn't do double damage to her, right? So she's just a normal... Her doing lower damage isn't even relevant, right? Because the only thing that her class is hurting her on is the damage, and because she can live forever with healing, who gives a crap what her damage is? So yeah, she could probably do it. Maybe Protea, I could see that. If someone's got a good Protea, I'd try that. That'd be interesting. I know Hex does if he's around. I think he was here a minute ago. But yeah, Protea and Melts would be interesting to try. And I suspect I suspect Doorman does pretty well because he is pretty tanky. I can set her up? Okay, awesome. Yeah, we'll do a little alter ego spree here. Okay, and Beastie's got Melt, so we got some options there. All right, I'll be right back while we wait for Hex and all that. I need to get water and stuff, so give me 1 second here. So thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Bizet gets more out of being 120 than a lot of other units would, right? Like for example, this is kind of a weird example, but like Mordred, right? Mordred really only does like the one big crit, the one big NP, and sure, that's going to straight up do, you know, relatively the same damage increase for Mordred as it would be for Bizet in that one big go. But because Bizet like loops so much and just the way the unique way of counterattacking works, like Bizet is this is hard to explain. So okay, Grail levels help everyone the same, right? Grail levels give everyone the same amount of stats, but different people can use like apply those stats more often, right? So like Artoria Archer, right? Summer Artoria, because she NPs over and over and over and over and over again, and the way NPs interact with your attack stat, you're actually benefiting from that extra attack stat you got from Grails. You're benefiting from it more, right? And I think Bizet is the same way because she loops really well and she kind of NPs 3 times in one turn. And then having more health means she lives longer to counterattack more. There's just like, I think the scaling is actually nuts, right? Because I'm thinking about it. What we just did against Richard, we didn't have buffs from like Scatty or anything like that. It was just self buffs. And we were doing like 60-ish K per counter. And that means at neutral, you're doing like over 100K. And that means at counter class, you're doing over 200K. That's ridiculous, right? Like, and with the amount that she fires that off, right? If someone triple attacks her, that's 600,000 damage with just her own buffs without like other people's buffs, and then she can do that again next turn with her second skill. So she just did way over 1 million damage in 2 turns, right? Like that's nonsense, and she can do a lot of normal card damage while doing it, right? That's very, very high. Now, I'm not saying Bizet is the only unit that scales a lot with 120. She isn't. There are several units out there that have ways of like applying their stats, you know, putting those extra stats to like more use. So for an example, a unit that it's actually kind of bad on, I hate to say this, but like Beowulf is not that great at 120. I mean, he's still good. I mean, he does everything that you need out of a Berserker, but better at 120 because he'll hit, his burst damage will hit even harder. And because he has more health, he might live an extra turn, so you can sync it up better. But there's nothing special there, right? Like Beowulf is just going to get the flat bonus of the extra attack and just apply it like 1 or 2 times, and that's it. And then he's still going to die. And he's not looping or anything like that. Where units that have like insane survivability or insane loop ability, things like that, and they're just applying those stats again and again and again and again and again and again, right? And Bizet does that in just in a really weird way because of the way counterattack works. So yeah, she really does scale with 120 like a motherfucker. I think more than most things. All right, I think Hex has the biggest Protea. Okay, is it an all slot or something? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. That's level 100. That's good enough. Any chance we can get command codes, Hex? Still setting her up. Okay, maybe let's see if yeah, we'll do okay, now to be fair, she's not one, well, I guess that is kind of fair because she's not 120 like Bizet was or 118, but we have the Yang CE, right? And the Yang CE is ludicrously good in this fight. Most units we actually test here, we don't use it, but that's fine because like what she's going up against is so ridiculous. I think that's fair, and she's an alter ego anyway. Like if you use a Lancer here, right? I think it's totally fine to use Yang CE. Yeah, Luvia though, no joke. Luvia is really good at 120. Actually, I think she's insanely good at 120 because Luvia's only problem is her lack of hard survival, but she has soft survival, and then the extra health means you're way more likely to survive to get those MP turns off. And then she loops so well and does so much normal card damage. Really, the things that come to mind that are really good with extra stats from Grails is units that live a really long time and then are also DPS. So like Merlin living a long time doesn't really matter. But someone that lives a really long time, there's like really good survival, and then there's a damage dealer. Units that MP really often, like Archer Artoria, stuff like that. And then just weird cases like Bazette that have ways to apply their stats over and over. But yeah, looping units like Luvia, Archer Artoria, stuff like that. And then like, you know, Enkidu lives a long time, Scath lives a long time, Ku lives a long time, and they're all damage dealers, so they're really good with it. I think, and Ku Alter to an extent, not quite as much, but still. And then Herc would be really good with it. Herc is probably one of the better berserkers for it, I would think, actually. Alright, we got good MP gain, but we'll kill a golem. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. I think her evade lasts 3 turns, so I'm not gonna cast it yet. That should be enough NP gain, though. Actually, I think we did use Figure here. I just forgot to update it. I'm really bad about that. It takes a while to update the Google Doc, and so I forget a lot. Oh, we're in slow-mo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did use her, but I'd have to use her again because I don't remember. Oh, crap, George didn't die. You don't see that very often. Now I'm really paying for killing that golem a minute ago. Her evade has a time limit on it because almost all lingering evades now have time limits on it. It's Ku's OP. An X-Explorer, thank you so much for the sub, man. Thank you, dude. But, yeah, nice name that I can say there. 9 months, feels good. Do a Chin Gong Brave Chain. Alright, let's evade here. Actually, I don't have my NP yet, but I can get it. It's fine. Really crappy star gen, unfortunately. Wow, she made 0 stars there. Even with her buster on overkill, she didn't make 1. What is Alter Ego's star gen, I wonder? Let me check. They do not have a particularly good star rate. It's actually quite bad, I would say. Let me see. Let me compare that to... Because Lancer is second best. I mean, actually, it's not that bad. Lancers are around like 12 to 14%, and Alter Ego's around 10%. So that's not horrible, but it's not good by any means. And then I think Assassin is like 20%. Let me look. Or it might even be 25%. Yeah, Assassin's around 25%. Yeah, heal on quick is bad, for sure. You want it on buster. I find it so common that that's how it ends up. Depends on the unit, right? But, like, I find you don't want heal to match your... This is too much of a generalization, but you don't want heal on the card that matches your NP, right? So, like, Percival doesn't want heal on Art, but you want your heal boost on the card that does match. So you want, like, a heal boost on Art on Percival or on Quick for Melt. And Ethan Allen, thank you for the sub as well. How's messing around? Also 16 months? Yeah, thank you, dude. But, yeah, we're doing Alter Egos right now just cuz. Alright, don't have to cast this at advance anymore because Game's casual. I feel like I should have done Atlas. Do I quick chain anyway? Probably. Wait, no, let's do this. That gives me an excuse to not do it. I don't know though, I think the quick chain probably still results in more damage. Even though the NP gets the 40% damage boost, you're missing out on like really good crits next turn, and that's probably more than 40% damage on the NP. Like that probably added, you know, 20k or something. And critting a bunch here is probably more than 20k. But maybe we get lucky and we crit anyway here. Do I do the 60? Let's do the 60. I want to at least crit twice. Okay, there's one. There we go, awesome. We just triple crit. Okay, well that actually worked out then. That was definitely the best card order then. But that's just luck. Obviously that wouldn't always happen, but I'll take it. Okay, we're getting absolutely crushed there. Now we do this. I mean, her damage is pretty solid, but she's not gonna live long enough. That's still pretty solid damage though. Holy crap though, I just realized how broken Bizet was here though, because Bizet was doing that kind of damage, but doing it like 2 to 3 times. What the hell, man? Although I guess Melt is more about the crits. I mean, you can look at our buff bar there and you can kind of get the idea. Do I art? Because we have Merlin, which would mean we'll definitely NP. But I'm going to have faith that we're going to get our NP with our quick. Yeah, we got it. Honestly, this is a great performance for an alter ego. It's just Bizet with something else. Okay, good time for the heal though. We're not dead yet. Yeah, Melt's insanely good. Melt is one of the only alter egos that, let's say you're fighting, let's go with Rider. Let's say you're fighting one big Rider boss. There's not multiple bosses, it's just the one big, bad, nasty Rider boss. Like a Bull of Heaven or something. Where she can keep up with just the straight assassin, right? You might just bring Melt even though you don't need an alter ego at all, just because her toolkit's so good. She's so good at straight nuking a boss, and then she has some survival that it's like perfect. Now, she's not always going to be the best, right? So if it's a female boss, obviously Jack is probably going to be better and things like that. But she can keep up with the best of them, even when you don't need an alter ego. And that's just because her toolkit is so good. Okay, no point in doing our second skill yet. More burn. Yeah, I think overall though Atlas would have been better here. We got a decent amount out of the attack and the heal though. Still, like, getting rid of the dot is nice. Getting rid of the defense down here. Yeah, actually, the smart thing to do would be save the debuff clear until this part and use it right here. Because we're using busters, so the buster down's bad, the defense down's bad, the burn's bad. I still don't know what the purpose of the water is in this NP. Like, she's just kicking them. The water doesn't even hit them. It's just like lifting them both up into the air, but then they go right back down to where they were. So it's like, what are we doing? Well, if I could live to do this again and do this again, we'd actually have a shot at this, but we're probably dead this turn. I'll heal and see if we can miraculously. If I can live one more turn, I'll be happy with that. Honestly, the defense down has made us take a lot of damage between these few turns. We live anyway, how about that? But I suspect if we had had Atlas, we could have lived there. But we wouldn't have had the heal, so it's tough. Alright, it's the last turn. So we do this, this, and this. Pretty damn good, though. I'm not sure it's winnable. We still have a lot of health to go. And to be fair, we are using the Yangtze. But, yeah, 400k, especially when you're doing half damage, that's... Even at 120, I'm not sure that's winnable. Maybe. 120 would give us, like, an extra 2 turns at least. And if we switched around the command codes and stuff, that might turn into, like, 3 turns. Yeah, maybe. It'd be really close. Yeah, I'd say it's within reason at 120. But at 100, definitely not. But I don't think it'd be as good as Bizet. Like, Bizet had that pretty handily there. Alright, now let's get King Protea. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. Potato salad. Hopefully Hex will actually appear here. What the actual fuck? Any day now, game. There we are, okay. I feel like Atlas has got to be her best skill. Like, that's just... And she's Buster anyway, so Buster wants Atlas more generally. And like, being able to recast her first skill and things like that can be really big. Okay, so she does not have the Yang CE, so she is disadvantaged in that sense compared to Melt. But I think she's actually better for this fight regardless. But yeah, the CE is not as good. I don't actually need to use that art card. We'll get our MP anyway. Yeah, that's a big part of why I don't use the Yang CE here too often. It is fun every once in a while though to truly see how good a unit can do. Because normally the Yang CE gives them their best like outcome, because it is a long fight. But the reason I don't use it a lot is because a lot of other people won't have it, right? It's rare. It's not like a 50% starting in PCE or something like that. So oftentimes one unit can use it, but another can't, etc., etc. So I don't use it too often. But I do like using it every once in a while to be like, okay, you know, how far can this unit get? Why am I doing her? Why did I do that? Now we just have less ways of getting stars here, and like Stella won't hit as many. Whoops! And then now we have zero quick cards. Arash got that. Also, I don't have RNP. What the fuck? How do I not? Does Qingong? I must have the wrong CE on Qingong. Yeah, that's the only way. I must have the wrong CE on Qingong. Like, he must not have NP on death. He must have, like, yeah, scope. Which I'm not even using it. That team must have been, like, yeeting a story support or something in the past. The only other fight, though, where we were worrying about this was the Bizet one, and that one didn't matter because she never got a quick or an art card, so extra NP would not have done anything. I'm just gonna reset. This just hurts her way too much. Like, if I was going to use that art card, I should have used it on that first turn, because then the heal would be back. But now I'm using it on the final turn, so I'd have to wait the maximum amount of time to get the heal back and stuff. That's just shit. Why is it so hard to get Hex? Like, he just logged in. Yeah, we didn't even have the 20% one. We only had the 15% one. Okay, well that was really bad anyway because we didn't have any stars, so. Air stacks last forever. I realize you just cast it right now. I don't think there's any reason not to. I don't think it would matter though. I think she's gonna outpace the boss anyway. Although I don't know, maybe not. I might be optimistic. If she was counterclassing, then she definitely would, but this is really easy when you're counterclassing, so. And he said Ridley was too big, man. Okay, I don't want to kill. Try that. It's got a defense buff. Alright, we're good. Big whopping 4 stars. Okay, this time we actually got our NP. We actually have some storage in here. Arash probably has better storage in than her, actually, with his skill up. So we'll do it like that. Unless I think she'll do 8k. The overkill would be nice. But now this should be alright. Yeah, he can probably get overkill there. That's perfect. It's not that many stars, but I'll take what I can get. Okay. Do that. I think what I'm gonna do is this. This is kind of weird, but it gives me the heal boost for next turn, and then I get a nice amount of free fun. That looks so weird. Like the dragon model is like higher than the hand. Don't make any sense. You know what she needs is actually the crit down command code. That like we're gonna be here, like the boss is gonna get to attack us so many times. That's absolutely what we need. We need the crit down command code on something because over like 10, 20 turns, if you're applying the crit down every time, that's absolutely going to prevent a crit or two, and that's where we're going to get fucked up, is the boss critting us. Even though we have a 50% crit, I need to maximize our healing. Yep, there it is. That sucks. Oh my god. I was just talking about this. Alright, now is a good time for a Buster Chain, though. Richard is actually a bit bigger than her. Okay, I think we face tank a little bit longer before we reset our stacks. Actually, we might face tank the NP before I reset my stacks. Yeah, I should wait a bit more. Besides, even if I used Atlas right now, I couldn't actually cast it yet. Guess we do that. Yeah, her NP is not the most damaging here. It's definitely our weakness. If she had the Yang CE though, she would be doing quite a bit more. Like with this many turns, that oh my god, we need to. That's what, dude. We need to crit down command code. I mean, I will say, this is bullshit. She is getting way more unlucky than every other unit we've used today. I mean, look at this. He has 1 stack of this. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't think any of the other people at this point, he'd only had 1 stack. Like, that's ridiculous. And he's just critting all the time. So she's getting terrible RNG here. But you could push the RNG more in her favor by having crit down. So like crit down, and then obviously Yang CE would really add up in this long of a fight. Alright, we'll probably face tank the NP, and then we'll reset our stacks. Because if she was just a little... I mean, we're still ahead of our default HP, so... Even those crits aren't that big of a deal when I think about it. But what matters is if we're ahead of our default HP after this NP right here. That's the important bit. What's the turn here? Okay, that's good. Actually, I kind of feel like I should wait. Maybe Hex, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if she needs. She doesn't need starting NP. I can say that. Like, she absolutely does not need starting NP. She definitely wants a long-term thing. What hit us? Both. I think I just do this then. Like, Yang CE is definitely best, but if you don't have it, then I'm not even sure what's best. Quite a few options. I think we go ahead and reset it here. It sucks though because yeah, we didn't really need that we didn't need that battery, so that kind of sucks. Okay, this is probably where we do that. Yeah, I guess I could have done quick art or something earlier. Okay, I'm going to heal next turn. It's best to do it right there because that's the maximum amount of time before the next NT, so you get the most NT shields there. So that is the best turn to do it on. Yeah, like 5 billion% though, we need Yang CE and we need anti-crit. But I'm sure there's some good alternatives to Yang CE. The problem is, like, okay, if you're a unit like Archer or Artoria, you just art. So you can just do Formal Craft, and it's basically the Yang CE at that point, if you don't need the Pierce and Vulnerability part of it. But Protea is not like that. We just 1,000,000,000% we need the anti-crit command code. Like, there's just the boss gets so many opportunities. He's attack, that it just adds up so much. Also, we're just getting horrible luck because the boss is just not buffing much. He's critting a lot and he's barely buffing. No point in doing our second skill right now. Way too soon. Guess bust They're here. I think it's like sand. When you look at that shockwave and it like falling off her arm and stuff, it looks like sand. But the CGI in this game is so bad it can be hard to tell. Like the 2D stuff is fine, but the 3D rendered stuff is not good. Alright, let's go art quick. No. We'll heal boost and we can heal next turn. Oh yeah, it's like the Milky Way. Space. I hate how many turns I've whiffed my third skill. It makes Atlas kind of pointless earlier. I need to heal though. There's no point in doing an art card, so we'll actually do quick blast. Maybe we'll get a lucky Buster Crit next turn. This could be good actually. I really wish that 40% hit crit, because that would make more stars. So I'd be more likely to get a Buster Crit here. Although I might end up doing an art. Yeah, if she honestly can stop his crits, she can outpace his damage, but she's kind of outpacing it as is, so it's really close. This turn might fall behind, but I don't think we would. If we had crit down this whole time, I don't think we would fall behind here. I'm kind of worried though, because we don't have full shields and he's got 3 buffs, so we might have a really bad time here. Nice, double crit. Finally doing some damage there. We would have already won by now if we weren't doing half damage. Okay, we fell behind a bit there. So that confirms what I was saying though, that we would not fall behind if we had crit down. Like an extra chunk of health would do the trick. Alright, I need to do a quick card. Do that, and then next turn we'll heal. And we can get rid of the burn next turn as well. And then after that, we're gonna have to use our second skill. I think. Actually, no, we can wait a bit. I don't know if there's any reason to wait though. Okay, I think that's best. And she's so close to being able to outpace his damage. But yeah, it's the crits. Like, that's the crits, the thing that's tipping it in his favor. It's really close though. Like, he's barely getting ahead of us. The next NP will be a real problem. Although I'll invulnerability that one. I actually should have invulnerability'd earlier, just on a normal attack turn, because the cooldown would be back by now. That's a pretty easy thing to not think about. Okay, I think I NP, then I second skill and first skill again. I think that's the play here. Yeah, she's tanky though, no joke. But this next NP, we're gonna have barely any shields up, so the next NP we're most vulnerable, so that will invulnerability that one. And we could use that extra turn for breathing room to get like our health going, because we're falling behind. Although we didn't fall behind much. Although we could this turn, because we've lost health, and then he could really fuck us up on this turn. Heal next turn. This heal boost on Buster, though, is perfect. That's been really good. Because we're getting pretty much max. We're always able to use our heal with heal boost, like every time. That's working out really well. Like, honestly, the total amount of health we have gotten back from the heal boost and the heal command code is massive. Like, it's huge. I guess if you were going to do crit down here, you'd put it on the other Buster card. It would lower your damage, but it would really sure up your whole not dying angle. Looks like she's got it, though. I thought I was kind of concerned, but I think she's gonna have it. We can catch up a little bit on this invulnerability turn. Yeah, we definitely don't want to face tank right now, though, because we've only got 2 shields. I think we'd have 3 shields, though, before the NP, but that's not great. And, so we actually, it's nice that he buffed like that, because he hasn't been doing that much. But if I had to face tank here, we'd probably die, actually. Because these NP ups are actually huge, like they're massive, and we'd only have 3 shields, so it would not shock me if he actually did 20k here. Oh, actually, we'd probably still barely live, because we're actually going to heal again, or max HP up again. Yeah, 4 of those things, it's pretty nasty. I think we might need to win before he NPs again. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, this is coming back, though. That's actually really good. It might be alright then. Our health might sync up in a really weird way, though. Like, timing-wise. It's definitely gonna get us eventually. Might do art, quick art. Just absolutely make sure I NP next turn. I think the next one, though, might be like the timing where I have to reset it, like, right on the button. No, it's not. It's not, because I'm thinking of the timing when I had to deal with the mobs. We don't have the mobs. I think it's the one after that would be a problem, but we'll definitely win by then. Yeah, we should be alright. On the one hand, I really want to get rid of that Buster down. Damn, this turn's gonna suck. There's nothing I can do about it, though. Have to do that. There was no way that turn was gonna be good. So I figured I'd just suck it up, get the heal boost, make stars, focus on NP gain and healing next turn. Yeah, we have Buster down, and if I removed the Buster down, it would have been really awkward. And then I still needed to do the heal boost, so I couldn't focus on, like, refund. Okay. Oh, I can. Fuck. I forgot. This was coming back, so I didn't even need to do that quick. Well, never mind. Bit of waste there. Alright, Art. Hey, Bunny, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for the 20 months, dude. Although I see you on YouTube all the time, but not on Twitch. But thanks, man. Almost 2 years. Okay, I'm gonna do this just because I got a 60% crit there. I guess I do the quick card just for the stars. I've been lurking. Lots of college, feels bad. Oh, the amount of times we have been crit. Alright, we heal next turn, so no Buster. No, I can Buster Chain. What am I saying? Excuse me. Alright, we got this in the bag. We're good. This is a very slow solo, I tell you what, but he's got it. I will say though, if the boss was an AoE, like, the boss's normal attacks do less damage because they're AoE, just like an NP. And because of that, he doesn't do that much damage. And if it wasn't for that, we probably would not be outpacing his damage, but, let's see. Yeah, we're just on time with this. Don't remind me about, Oki. Yeah, actually, Jonah Arc probably does win faster here, actually, because she's doing normal damage. And if you have a really upgraded Jonah Arc, right, like she's been eating her veggies, you can get some pretty big normal card damage out of her, actually, so she probably does win a bit faster. It's probably not much faster, though, because her NP doesn't do damage at all, and then the extra attack and stuff like that, so... Because Protea's got a much better extra attack here. You know, I might as well Atlas just to get my attack buff. Fight's about to end here. What the hell happens if I cast her first skill? Does it no effect because you already have one, or do you start getting two independent stacks? I would imagine it no effects because that's just how FGO be. No effect? Yeah, that's what I figured. Because that would be so silly. It actually wouldn't help you very much if they did stack, because you're going to have to do your second skill eventually anyway, and that would take both, so it wouldn't really be that beneficial. So I want to try to win next turn. So if this dragon was ever going to like fuck us up, it'd be on his next NP, but he's never going to get to his next NP. Poor bastard. Do I go ahead and... No, there's no point. I can wait another turn. No, wait, no, I can't. Damn. It's a waste of our, second skill. Doesn't do anything. Alright, because we pretty much win no matter what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Do, like, the most awkward turn ever here. So that's nice that we won and this wasn't optimized. Like, it was decently optimized, like the heal boost and heal was super optimized. But okay, I think he's dead here. Not quite. Oh yeah. Oh god, no, her extra attack is not better than Jonah Arc's because she is doing half damage. Like, on paper it's doing more, but in this fight it's not. Okay, well, she got it though. So, feels bad for Melt. You got, Bazette beat it, Protea beat it, and then Melt, did not, although, kinda close. Yeah, she did have some rotten luck, but the fight was also... She had incredibly bad luck at the start, but it evened out a little bit later on, but, the start was atrocious. Let's do some NP spam here. I think we've already done Lip, and I'm not sure if anyone here has her, if Otto's not around. Also, I don't want to do another slow one. Oh my god, I'm like resident sleeper right now. I mean, at least I had to think on that one. It wasn't as boring as like Joan of Arc, but yeah, I feel like we already did Passion Lip, but I might be wrong. All right, chat. What we got? We got Fionn. That's always a fun one in these kind of stages. There's Percival. What else does my account have that's very loopy for AoE? In the short term, I could actually do a Mordred thing with her overcharge, but it's probably Percival or Fionn, I think, on this account. I'm thinking Fionn is actually the best. Percival's Grailed, but that won't matter here. Alright, so Qin Gong is kind of a must on these kind of stages. Hohenheim is incredibly good here. Because he can clear a wave, then buff, and be fodder for Qin Gong. Okay, oh, music looping, yeah, you're right, let me fix that. Good song, though. There's some good music. Now, a second Qin Gong would be amazing, but you're not allowed to do that. Honestly, I guess Percival kinda could jump in. There's VC Braun. That's probably more at the end, though. That'd be better. Everybody needs K-Scope. Just K-Scope for everybody. The song is a goddamn banger, though. I don't know what to do at the end here. They either need to be able to just NP on their own, or... They gotta be AoE. So there's Spartacus, Medusa... Preferably, they'll do something to help the team out. We should do that Sei account review now that you're there. Because actually, you've been here for a while, so we'll have to do that in a minute. Kind of curious about that. I suspect blasphemy, but trying to think of someone that AoEs and then benefits the team in some way. But, don't have a whole lot of that. Oh yeah, Romulus is another unit that can NP turn 1 pretty easily. The more battery, the better, though, to save on team cost. You know, that's actually pretty good. It's a shame I haven't ranked up her skills more, though. But yeah, she's actually quite good. She might actually be better here than a VC Braun, especially if she gets yeeted by Qin. The nice thing about a VC Braun, though, is he gives the NP gain buff. Yeah, let's try it like this. Okay, command codes is the tough part. The VC Braun, or excuse me, Hohenheim doesn't need much. Hell, his battery's what, 85%, isn't it? I think he might even work with, one of these. That's 20. Let me look what his battery is. I think it's 85. Oh, he is such a dick. I see a lot of people that like him just through FGO, but oh my god, he is. I dislike him so much. His voice actor's great, but okay, he's 80%, so this is enough. The only bad thing about this is our damage might be unbelievably pathetic. This is such an old craft essence, man. It's not in the game anymore. It's fucked up. Maybe this? Okay, Qin Gong probably has his passive. Yes, he does. So he could technically NP turn 1 without even using K scope. I could use Sakura scope and then use his second skill, but I think I'm going to want to save his second skill if I can. It's going to come down to the... Okay, so Percival can NP with Sakura scope, because he has his passive as well. They both can turn 1 NP, but... Let me see. Man, if I could do this, she could double NP. There's really no telling when Shen Gong is going to NP. This is not going to be as good as like the stage like in Valentine's Day and Halloween, because those you could bring a support and you could really get a lot of NPs off. But it's a bit harder like this. She could actually NP turn 1 with just regular K-scope if I level up her passive. Let me see if that's like harmless or if she takes mats that are fucked up. I tell you what is not going to be harmless is the QP cost, because I haven't had the time to farm QP in a really long time. Which is starting to make a huge problem. And actually, it's a problem because of these passives. I've been leveling up so many more skills recently because of these passives that I'm starting to really fall behind on QP. She needs an animation update, by the way. So, I think I'm gonna have the mats, but I might not have the QP. We're gonna have to... I really would like to do this, though, because this is gonna give her a lot of options, like, in the future. Yep, I think I have to go do yep, okay, 1 second, chat. This is actually a farming stream. This is the first time I ran out of QP in a really long time, but, yeah, it's because of the new fucking coin system. God damn it. Oh, hey, look, it's my QP team. How about that? Thank goodness, though, that these new dailies exist. The funny thing is, though, it doesn't actually help as much as you think. So if these dailies were on, like, NA right now, they'd be incredible, right? But the thing is, these get added after the coin system. And so they literally did it because the coin system makes you end up using way more QP. So I did that backwards, by the way, but it doesn't matter. He'll kill anyway. But yeah, I should have done his buff success chance first. But anyway, so the amount of QP like demanded of you is so much higher now that the fact that you get more QP from this is kind of lost, right? So it's fucked. I had completely escaped QP hell for a few years there. The only reason that it ever came back is because of the coin system. The bastards, man. I love Tesla's animation update. I actually doubt Mordred needs to do her buster up here, but big numbers are nice. And let's give Kentucky the NP up here just to see the damage. Oh, I should have given it to Mordred, I guess. I'm curious how much damage he does in comparison to the AoE people hitting 3 targets. Could be pretty good, actually. Oh, he's counterclassing, though. He actually did more than Tesla, though. But if Tesla was counterclassing, it wouldn't have even been close. Maybe I should use Arthur instead of Mordred. Well, I'll use Mordred for now because she's pretty close to bonding up. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, that really should be a costume. This is actually a Give Hex FP stream. I don't really need to click that Kentucky skill on that turn, but it's just quick to get it out of the way. Like, it's also quick up. Yeah, 121. I wonder how much he does if I give him the Buster up. NP up. Let's give it to Mordred here. $170. Not too bad for neutral. I kind of hope we low roll, like the lowest low roll possible, because then we might get to see the quick after this, which would be fun to see the NP gain and Stargent on that. I'm not sure the lowest low roll would even not kill. I don't know. It might. It might live. Yeah, actually, maybe that probably was a low roll, but we barely killed it there, so it might be possible for it to live. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's enough QP. Yeah, Edison needs an animation update. So many things need animation updates. Edison, though, is definitely better off than the day one people by a good amount. But it's nothing incredible. 10 million. Ugh. This is nice for farming, though. Like, between that and our own battery skill. Pretty good. Alright, I think we're ready. Oh yeah, Hohenheim has his passive too. If I leveled it up, he could turn 1 NP and I could give him a damage CE. But I'm not gonna do that. Alright, he needs as much damage as possible. But it can be anything, so... Do I have a 4-star art up? Please tell me I didn't burn that. Isn't it Ilya? No, Ilya's Buster. It's... Oh god, it's Shiro. Oh god. The horror. Who knows, maybe they'll do another Edison someday, but I doubt it. Well, there is Berserker Edison in Face Strange Fake, but he gets like body jacked by Boom Baba and all that, so it's all pretty weird. Alright. Oh right, he didn't need MLB K-Scope. Fuck, I could do better than... I could give MLB K-Scope to someone else. Well, too late now. I guess I do the art up for the NP game. I can taunt someone to get them more NP gain. Maybe I taunt Qin Gong, because getting another one on him would be really good. There's really no way to know. Well, let's find out. So, boom. What's Fion's overcharge? I can't imagine it'll matter, but let me, just in case. It's probably the attack down, I would think. Yeah, it's the attack down, so we'll do Qin Gong last then. I doubt he's gonna need the damage, but... I don't know, they might have Edison, like, do something in Face Strange Fake, you never know. Shame none of those were casters. Yeah, the new volume's out. I haven't looked into it a lot yet. It's only parts of it are translated. But I should check in on that soon, actually. Some of the Ishtar stuff was pretty stupid, but what are you gonna do? not sure that was worth doing there. Okay, so obviously I could NP with Chin Gongs, but let's see. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. See, now he has taunt, no matter what, so Chin can't NP here. Now I could switch Chin out if I don't think it's worth. What I should have done then was put Nidochris in the back row, because Nidochris is the good one right here, because she could NP and then NP again. Damn it, I messed up. I guess I do that though. There's been a variety of mistakes here. No one's overcharge matters. I get, is her overcharge insta-death? Because then I should have her go first, because I don't want her to insta-death. Her overcharge is indeed insta-death, so she probably goes first then. Although it really won't matter with the way she works. Yeah, I think Fane Strange Fake is awesome. It has a few problems, you know, it's not the perfect story by any means, but I really like it. It's one of my favorite Fate stories. But right now we're maintaining momentum, but it's gonna fall off here, especially because I messed up with my ordering. Getting another Qingong NP would have been really, really, really good. Oh, Percival is so cool though. Look at this guy. Look at that horse. And I love how the horse like poses at the end, like the horse thinks he's doing all the work, which I guess he is doing a good bit, but it's funny. Yeah, the Hercules nonsense is like the one thing in Fate Strange Fake that I think is just utter shit, but nothing's perfect. Yeah, we're really falling off now, unfortunately. I guess I just do the one and then see if she can kill one. If I can like target switch, that's still better than nothing. I could definitely do a bit better here though. I think I could work in like 1 or 2 more NPs. You gotta have quite a bit of momentum here though. Cause like damn. I can win this turn. Depends though, the final one that comes in is gonna have the most health and we're not... Okay, no, I should kill one. Yeah, I should kill one and then NP. That's definitely the thing to do here. So, surely he's gonna do 10k, right? First of all, don't screw me here, bud. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, we're counterclassing it. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's only 34k. Oh, what a joke. That was pretty good. I mean, I think we made a good setup there. It's pretty effective. I feel like I could have done a little bit better. It'd be hard, I think that is 3 turnable, but it'd be hard for my account to do it with what I have. Okay, chat, let's look at the Sei account review update, round 2, if you will. Turn the music down a bit here. Alright. I think I got it set up on my monitor so I can just switch over here. There we go. Alright, can't see super well. Also, I think you all can see this, but I can't. Hold on. monitor stuff. Okay, there we go. Now I can see. Let's zoom this in a little bit. Okay, so I'm so sure Sei's gonna try to pull some bullshit in this account review. There's no way. You know, last time Sei's plot was discovered in advance, right? Because Sei didn't know what stealth was. But I figure Sei has learned since then. But I gotta already retaliate here. What is with this text? You have a blue background with like lots of bright light colors, and you picked pink text, which then you can barely fucking read. And see, here's a tip, chat. When you have this kind of situation where like the text is bright and the background is bright, or the background is dark and the text is dark, what you want to do is you want to highlight the text. Like the edge of the text or the background of the text, you give it like a little border. You can do that in MS Paint, for crying out loud, right? You don't need like an advanced program to do this. But anyway, you give it a border. Like in this case, you make the border like black or like something like that. You give it like a black background, black border around the text, so then it makes it much easier to read. Anyway, it's been a while since I submitted my JP account. Was a Babylonia. Now that Sei is finally maxed out, I figured it would be a good time to resubmit. Now I've made progress. I see that. I see what you did. I've made progress. Made Sei, excuse me. It's never gonna happen, by the way. Made progress. Alright, caught up with main story. Alright, so you have truly maximum Sei there. Do you have the 3 passives though, Sei? That's like the one thing, because you've got 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, right? You got all the faux pas, your 120, your 2k faux. So yeah, yes, you got all the passes. Okay, so yeah, you physically cannot have a stronger Sei than this, right? Why does that say Himiko Beam, by the way? Why is that even there? This is not my account review, so why are you using my YouTube icon? What are you doing there? What are you trying to say? It reminds me of, what was that character's name in Haruhi, the Haruhi series? What? Because she had like the whatever beam. I don't remember what her name was though. It starts with an H, but I legit don't know what her name was. Is it Himiko? I don't think it is. Alright, what do we got here? So the blasphemy has started. Why is it not letting me... Oh, I can't switch because it's zoomed in. That's stupid. There we go. Okay. Okay, seriously though, this text needs a border. Like, it's annoying. Alright, so we got high green. If you could add pensive engine on Discord server, that would be pretty neat. I've thought about it. I'm on the fence. This is the request. Yeah, I see that cruise there. That's adult cruise though. NP rank is left. If left blank, it's NP5. That's reasonable. If mainly for bronze and welfares. Their passes. Oh, look at Sei. Look at all this effort. Look at this. Look at he's like explaining it clearly. So NP ranks here. If it's blank, it's NP5, right? And their passives are put underneath. This wasn't taken forever though. But look at that effort here. Also more crews. God damn it. All right, what do we got here? It's so stupid that I have to zoom out and then zoom back in. All right, casters first. See, he knows like you need to see casters first. He knows what's up. Yeah, I love this. This is really neat, though. You got the passives and the NP ranks. That's really nice. Look at that caster coup being, wait a minute. I don't know why this is just now, why is your proto coup that scuffed, right? Like, you're using him as the example, and look how scuffed this is. Fucking 565. Like, Jesus. And then your caster coup is kind of scuffed there because it's not even leveled as NP4. Because Fate Stay Night coup exists? I mean, I guess that's fair enough. So you got Awawa, which I feel like you didn't care that much. Like, did you roll on someone else and she was rated up? Because she's NP1 and 111, right? Bad. Yeah, Otto would say that. But yeah, that's a pretty scuffed Awawa, so I'm assuming you kind of just got her because of whatever, like GSSR or something like that. So Edison also scuffed, but I'm guessing you were just working on him, I think, when you made this, because I know you made this a little while ago. I happened to get her once, and I got enough save copies. But I suspect your Edison is better than this, because I know you've been working on him recently. Because like he's like in transit, because he's level 87 out of 90. But I would have thought you would have waited like, 2 seconds to at least get him to the 90 out of 90 before you sent this account review in. Because you know this is scuffed. You got his second passive. That makes sense. That's obviously his best passive. It's actually really good for him. Okay, your Martha is super scuffed. I'm guessing that event had just happened though. She's decent even at low skill ranks, but that is quite scuffed. She has a lot of potential though once you do get her second passive up to max and stuff. That actually makes it really awesome. Yeah, your casters are scuffed as hell right now. Liz is super scuffed, but you just got her because of the recent event, and you probably don't care too much. I'm actually surprised you even leveled her, to be honest, considering how scuffed she is. Your Chin Gong is scuffed. Your Mozart is scuffed. Your Medea Lily is scuffed. Your Miyu is scuffed. Your 25 Chin Gong is not scuffed, but this is actually really, everything about this is scuffed. Your casters are just scuffed as hell. Like your Babbage is grailed, but he's 899. Your Nero is only in P1, but then she's 998, which is still, like nothing is 10-10-10 here. Wait, is anything 10-10-10 here? No, you don't have a single 10-10-10 caster. Actually, you don't even have a single 999 caster. Like, your closest to greatness thing is Hans. Jesus Christ. Yeah, your casters can... I'm not even kidding. Like, your casters really could use some work because you don't really have a good DPS caster at all. I guess eventually it'll be Edison. But yeah, you don't have a VC Braun, you don't have Caster Coup. Your Awawa is in shit shape. Your Nero can do the job, right? Your Nero can be a DPS caster, but she's scuffed as hell, so... Although unscuffable fairly easily. But yeah, your casters are kind of weak, actually. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I hate Saber Liz. You and me both. You and me both. What do we got here? That picture, though. Saber Liz in hell for existing second archive. Still censored, though. So you got the tank also scuffed. You got Burgess scuffed. You got Suzuka Gozen scuffed. You got Saber Saber Alter, whatever the fuck, Artoria Alter scuffed. You've got Gozen super scuffed. You've got not Virgil scuffed. You've got what do you call it? Frankenstein scuffed. You got Okita Omega scuffed. You got Gwaine scuffed. Lancelot scuffed. What's the name? Dion, yeah, that's the one scuffed. Saber Lily scuffed. What the fuck? Your only even kind of good Saber is Bedivere, but even he's not 10-10-10. Like, considering that Bedivere is the only good Saber here in terms of skill ranks, I'm guessing your extra slots are just like loads of 10-10-10s, and that's where all your lures are going, because your 999 isn't yellow, which means as of making this, you literally didn't have a single lure. You had 0 lures. So, yeah, something must be eating your lures here. My god, though, this is scuffed as hell. So, in terms of just advice, I don't think you need any because you know what you're doing, but I guess you would want, like, I don't know, maybe even Artoria Ultra just for farming, because you've already got single target. Yeah, I guess AoE stuff, and then maybe Lancelot, because Lancelot is actually really good. No, actually, not Virgil would be the one to level, I would say. Virgil's super good. Alright, let's see what's next here. I keep using the wrong mouse. Why, let me, there we go. Okay, what do we got here? Burgess mats are a crime. That's true, they are. When she was first added, it wasn't too bad though, just because they added events and stuff that had her mats in it. Okay, so we got Arjuna scuffed, Sith scuffed, Arash not really scuffed because you don't really need his other skill ranks. The one that matters is 10, and his passive that matters is 10. I'm imagining this is how you farm a lot actually, because his passive with his third skill is really, really good for farming. Okay, so it's really obvious to me that you just use Sei for literally everything because you have so few archers even leveled. Like, you have so few. I see that fucking edit, by the way. Don't think you're fooling anybody with this shit. That you did not. I can tell. That's not 120. I can tell you did not 120 this, man. That you edited this. I can tell. I got an eye for this. This is not real. Good try. Good try. That is a fake picture. That's like, now I know you do have a 10-1-10 David. I know this. Yeah, no, that is fake. Good try, champ. I see you do actually have a David though with second skill at 10, because you know it is good. I imagine you actually use that a lot when you're fighting like saber shit, like card saber content. You just Sei and David, and that probably gets the job done. And then Arash for your AoE stuff. So really, you actually, even though you have scuffed archers for days here, you don't actually really need any other archers. Like, what you got is fine. Excelente could be good though, because she can actually buff Sei, and she can be okay for farming and stuff. So she's not terrible. But yeah, I imagine you're between David, Sei, and Arash, you're pretty set. And then eventually you'll have Fujino, and she's NP3, which you don't have a lot of high NP ranks on this account, because I'm actually presuming you're free to play and you just have saved up for Sei and you rolled on nothing but Sei. Because I mean, look at everything's like NP1. I mean, look at this. This is all NP1 except Lancelot, and that was probably a spook, because I don't think you're much of a Lancelot fan. Oh, let me twink my volume here. Gotta fix this. You've got the music at like 1% and it's still that loud. You have to like adjust your PC volume. Come on, work with me. There we go. Alright, so Lancers. What have we got here? So I'm guessing you use basically Ku and the Lolly Dragon for like everything. And I guess Percival too. So between those three you don't need much. Even at NP1 though, Lion King's probably decent for farming. My question is, how did you get Lion King? Did you pick her as your free 5-star? Was this a spook? What? Because I never see you talk about her or use her, and like when you post screenshots of the random shit you're doing, I don't ever see your Lancer Artoria. So I'm curious how you actually got her. Okay, so what? Pretty good. I like how you have the correct priority on your Ku passives, by the way. Like, a lot of people think his second passive is the best, and it's fine, but the other two are ultimately way better for what he does, so. Yeah, I'm Lancer Artoria. I mean, what other Lancer Artoria is there? And that Benkei, I know, is not a screenshot edit. That is actually real. I'm aware of that one. I've used it before. I like how you got the extra attack up first, because you're using him for like solo memes, even though his second passive is obviously like way better for him. But yeah, I know why you did that. I figure you'll do the second one next though. I don't even know what his third one is. Like, no idea. Got her as a spook? How did you get her as a spook though? Because she's story locked. What the hell were you rolling on? Like, seriously, I need more information than this. But yeah, again, skill ranks are scuffed, but the ones that you do have at 10-10, like Percival, good for farming, he's 10-10-10. Ku, good for, you know, challenge quests, that kind of stuff, he's 10-10-10. And then Lolly Dragon is like close enough that she's fine for challenge quests and farming. So honestly, just between these three Lancers, you've kind of got all of your bases covered, and you can still use Lancer Artoria for like an early clear or whatever. Valentine's banner? Oh, I see. Interesting. It's anti-rider. I guess it's because of Ushi. Yeah, that's not particularly good. So yeah, even though you have a lot of scuffed Lancers here, it doesn't really matter. Like, the Lancers you have are like good enough to deal with just about anything, really. Okay, that is a super scuffed Rider Liz, but I'm guessing you're just not much of a Liz fan. We got super scuffed, basically everything. Look at this. You've got, you know, Summer Canis, ultra scuffed. You got the Dragon Rider, Cat, Omega scuffed. Is there anything not scuffed here? Okay, Odysseus is still a bit scuffed, but he's not too scuffed. Ushi at 888 is fine for just like a backup rider. That's totally fine. You got a better Awawa here. Still just 999, but NP3 on that one. So I guess you just do like Odysseus for farming. And then I don't even know what. I guess Odysseus for farming, and then for challenge quest stuff, it's Awawa, Ushi, and Ricky. Because you don't really have anything else. At least you have George, though, for tanky stuff. I mean, all your level up choices are really good, honestly. Like, you know what you're doing, right? You do exactly... This is a good role model for what players should do, to be honest. Like, when you've got a gap in your golds, you level up the silvers that make sense. I mean, you're doing, like, all of the good picks for that kind of thing. If it was me, though, I actually might level Medusa on this account, just because... I don't know if Odysseus alone is really going to always get the job done. And I guess you've got, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I guess you have him as well. But Medusa wouldn't be terrible just for farming stuff. But well, you've got Arash. If you have Spartacus as well, then yeah, you probably don't need another rider. Railing Benkei, good role model. No, not that part. That's not what I'm talking about, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I like how your Jack is NP3 and has passives. So is like, you know, murder, but then it's level 80 and 111. So you obviously don't really care about Jack much. Did you just get spooked like crazy on Valentine's Day or something? Like, what happened here? Like, why? You clearly don't care about Jack, but then you got NP3, right? Which is way above normal. Okay, so you got Jet, Kita, but not leveled. Okay, so what is your assassins here? Like, what do we actually have? I feel like your assassin slot is just terrible. Like, you have Veach, but she's more of a support than anything else, and she's scuffed. So you have 100 Face, who is work in progress, obviously, so still scuffed. So you need to get that second skill to 10. I can't Final Ascender. She was on rate up. Wait, what? So did you actually try to get her, and you just haven't gotten around to working on her? Is that what it is? Like, you actually did want Jack? At least she's stage 1. And by the way, chat, there's the David test. And then there's like the Jack trial. If you have Jack and she's not in stage 1, you go to jail. That's just what you're guilty. You're guilty of crimes against humanity. So, but say pass in both here. Happened to get her a lot while rolling for a CE. What CE was it? The Morgan CE. Oh, why are you doing that? Why do people do... I saw so many people saying, oh my god, Morgan's hot and the CE's kind of good, so I'm rolling on it. You don't do that! There's so many better CEs out there. That is absolutely Papago. Why are you doing... Are you even a Morgan fan? Let me see. Let's find Berserker here, where you don't even have Morgan, so... The effect is not good enough. The role model... I mean, the effect's okay, but there's like so many other event CEs that are free. Like, what? I need an explanation here. I need an explanation here. Good role model. He's still a good role model though, because look, his assassins are scuffed as fuck, and look what he does. He levels 100 face. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I wanted to ignore invulnerability CE that wasn't Yang CE, but you can get the Attila the Hun one, and like that. It's not that hard to get, and like especially on JP, they give out free rare prisms and stuff. Like that's not. There's no like. Okay, if you like Jack, then it's worth it, right? If you like kind of like Jack, and then you want a Pierce invulnerability CE, then it does make sense. But if you don't care about Jack at all, and you just want a Pierce invulnerability CE, that doesn't make any sense. Especially if you have Yang CE, then it really doesn't make any sense. I'm learning a lot. Shut up, Hort. I'm so confused right now. I need to take a real look at the CE lists in a minute. I'm really curious about that. Okay, obviously Berserker Say. So what are you doing? Are you going to get Berserker Say to 120 and then Benkei? Like, I'm not kidding. Is that the order of things? Because obviously Say was top priority. And Berserkers say, surely you don't have enough coins to get to 120 because, you know, this game. So, like, how is that all going to work out here? Okay, so we got Scuffed Pint, although I actually agree with getting her second skill up first, because it lets her NP immediately, and that's good. So it's a lot of Scuff. You've got you got a lot of units that I know Otto likes, but you have them like scuffed as hell. Look at that Caligula though. I'm surprised that you're going that hard on the Caligula memes. So yeah, are you gonna work on Bin K then in the meantime? Like, is that the goal? So what do you even? So yeah, it's basically save for everything, and then if you don't have Spartacus, okay, that's not good role model stuff. You Spartacus always good. And he's pretty low, like, skill rank investment. So and honestly, you are lacking in AoE in some of these other classes for like farming. You do have a Rosh, right? But legit, I really think you're gonna want Spartacus on this account. I guess you got though. You do have Brunhilde, and she's not so bad actually. So if you unscuff Brunhilde, actually, you probably don't need Spartacus then, just because of that. Well, I mean, at the start of this, he was a good role model in that, you know, he's always leveling, like, good gap fillers, right? Like, he doesn't have a lot of good, like, finished Lancers that are good for fighting bosses, so he has Ku. He needs farming, so he's got Percival, right? Like, pretty much any time, and, like, here, he has, like, no fucking archers other than Sei. And Sei is normally good enough, but then the little things he's got is Arash for AoE farming, and then David for backup single target, and then team support, right? Like, these are good decisions. It's just there's scuff everywhere, and I don't know what the hell's going on with the CE situation, but we'll get into that, and we don't talk about the Grail targets. But man, the Mori's NP5, but you haven't leveled him, so I'm guessing you were. Do you have Avenger Nobu? Was that what you were going for? No, you don't even have Avenger Nobu. So I guess you're like, maybe someday. That's not a real 120, David. It's a lie. It's bait, chat. Okay, so I don't know where your lores are going. Okay, so you did wisely, though, 10-10-10 mash. Like her or hate her, that's good. So Sei's, Caligula... Literally there's not a single assassin with a rank 10 skill. There's not a single rider with a rank 10 skill. There are, okay, Lancers took quite a few from you there. That's 9, that's 11. That's 11 lores right there on this page. Oh, right, and you got passives, right? Yeah, so Sei took 13. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. And yeah, you've even got your backup Sei, right? For when you want to see how Sei does without the good shit. I love how she's in P2, though, so it's like the perfect range for like a testing Sei that's not maxed out. And you probably don't do it. I don't know how up to date. Like, I don't know how much you play JP, right, with like the events and stuff. And I guess Odysseus actually took a good amount of lores from you. But just when the screenshot was taken, like Bedivere is at 999, and they're not yellow, they're white, which means you have 0 lores. So I'm assuming when you had done this picture, you hadn't done that many events. Okay, so wow, you actually have Nash's passive. I guess you just put her in the back row like all the time to get her coins. Because I don't even have it yet. I'm close. I think I need like 50k bond and then I get it. But yeah, I don't even have it, for God's sakes. But I kind of forgot to put her in the team to get it. You picked the right one though. Like, some people think you should get the 3rd skill so you can like fuck up an Avenger or something with like VR mash. But yeah, that's like good every once in a while, especially for budget. But you're gonna get value out of that 2nd one all of the time. Oh yeah, that's true. You could bring in the Veach event, yeah, and you'll get a crap load there. That makes sense. All right, so you've got some really good units here, like the Summer Kama is fine. I don't like her, but Van Gogh is good. You got some decent options here. Honestly, Faker would be pretty good for you, just for the easy NP, like with some of the lacking things you've got for AoE and whatnot. Faker wouldn't be too bad. You've basically leveled, you know, just like these right here, and that's it. So you don't actually have that many leveled up. But I guess you don't need it. Between Doorman and Van No, I mean, that'll cover most things, and your match is good enough for challenge quests, so you don't really need any more extra class stuff. You already... What the actual fuck? What do you mean you wanted another Pearson vulnerability CE that's not Yang CE when 1, you have Yang CE, and 2, you have the Attila one? What the fuck are we rolling on this for? Like, I absolutely do not, you better like Jack, otherwise that shit doesn't make any goddamn, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, what the fuck are you, like, who needs this? Like, literally, who needs the CE when you have these two, right? And it's not like you don't have other, like, good basic, you know, CEs here. You got, you know, and you got K-scope and shit like that, right? Like, level your Virtuous CE or something, like, shit. Like, why do you need 3 Pearson vulnerability CEs, right? My goals are beyond your understanding, Yeah, you're going full circle there. Did you get this after? Like, did you get this and then you got this? Is that what happened? But yeah, you got. I hope you like your MP3 jack as a result of this. I hope so. All right, so you got. Wow, you have a limit broken 2030 already. You must have just randomly gotten it a lot. And these are really busted too. If you ever get Cast Territoria. There's a couple other units it's good on as well. So let's see though. This is really good. This is actually worth leveling on this account, I would say. Gut CE is good. I swear you leveled that just for say though. That's the only reason you're leveling that. That's literally what you're doing, right? Like all of these, right? You're literally and even this one. Oh my god, you're leveling that one for say. I know exactly what you're doing. Like even though for general use these aren't as good for your account, you're leveling all of these up in case they're good for say, like that one circumstance, right? And even though this is like the general use one you need right now, you don't care and you're leveling these anyway. Which, I mean, I guess I respect the commitment to the say gimmick. All right, where is it? Where is it? You know what I'm looking for. Where is it? Now see, you think you're making a joke here. You think but it's just true. Chat, this isn't even ironic. Look how good this CE is. It gives 15%. I'll just read what Say said. It gives 15% attack. It gives up to 50% starting NP. That's amazing. Like that's, like yeah. I mean it's good. Shit. I mean Say knows what's up. See what I said it was a good role model. See he knows what's going on. Okay, so Black Grail obviously not limit broken yet. Although you're actually already getting kind of close. It's kind of close to getting limit broken already, so you've actually had really good luck with that. Like between 2030 and Black Grail, you got the Caneth CD, and you got this bad boy when you need it every once in a while. Some pretty nice options actually. All right, there it is. There it is. So I like how you actually you did level it, not all the way to 80, but you probably are going to level it to 80, knowing you, even though that does like nothing. Because it doesn't even give attack. I only need 100 procs in order to beat this boss. And I like how you're pointing out that necromancy doesn't work on Ku because Ku already has guts. Like that's a bad thing. Like that's a bad thing. Like yeah, Ku's so good he doesn't need this piece of shit CE. Get out of here with that nonsense. Yeah, good. Are you gonna do that? Like, please tell me you're not gonna try to beat Fluffy with Necromancy on Say. Like, please tell me you're not gonna do that. You will be there for like 4 months before it actually works. Like, that's just a level of grind no one should actually do. We know you hate Necromancy because Ku can't use it. Yeah, fucking right. Like, it has 0 attack stat, and it has to proc 3 times to sometimes be better than, like, a regular Gut CE. Because here's the thing, right? If people don't always get why... it only needs to proc twice. No, it doesn't need to proc twice. Because a regular Gut CE will always proc once, and then it has a secondary effect that's always there. So that's already debatable to be better than 2 Guts procs. To be better than that, you must proc at least 3 times. And then you have to remember there's a chance that Necromancy doesn't even proc a single time. Actually, half of the time, it doesn't proc a single time. So the odds of, if you actually add up the math on 50%, 50%, 50%, it proccing 3 times in a row is actually shit. Right? Like it's actually, and that's only sometimes better than a regular Gut CE. Let alone all these other CEs, right? Like K-Scope, Yang CE, and all that stuff. And never mind that shit, right? And so if you're to like truly be good, you have to proc like 4 or 5 times. And now we're getting into like, you know, the 3% chance of this shit happening. Like, fuck that nonsense. Okay, what else we got here? All right, this will tell me how many events you've done, actually. Because this gives you a good look at that kind of thing. Oh, you've done an okay amount. And kind of what I suspect is going on here is, I guess let's see, you started playing JP, I mean, like a year ago, though. So you've definitely skipped some, I think. Unless I'm out of my mind. I think you have skipped some events on JP. You've been playing JP for about a year, right? Am I crazy? Yes, my greatest accomplishment, yes, I know. It took 3 days and 5 It took you 3 days to just get 5 procs? Like, this is what I'm talking about. It took, at least you're honest, it took 3 days to get 5 procs, right? Like, do you see what I'm talking about the CE being crap? Like, imagine if you needed 6 procs or 7 procs or 8 procs, right? Like, it just, Jesus fucking Christ. Why, what is going on up here? Insert Fuma here. I don't, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What, that's not Fuma, chat. What do we got here? I like the fragments of 2030. Is this just because you were too lazy to show the team that you used? Like, this isn't actually the team screen before Guadia? Is that what this is? I didn't have an image of the actual team. I want to know what, hold on, let's see, what was this? So it's a gold unit. Wait, is it the support? Oh, it's the support, that's why. It, none of the other ones have a support tag, so it's someone from your friends list there. We had to get Sherlock on that one. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. Your Lost Belt is boring as sin. I mean, it's not great. Like, I don't think it's amazing. You know, I do agree with Cairo that it's bad, but I don't think it's the worst one. Like, I really don't think it's the worst one. Sombrero, though. It's because it's the galaxy's name, Sombrero, that's why. Alright, so, what am I looking at right now for this team? I like the double say nonsense here. Because Lost Belt is called Sin, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this is Lost Belt 3. Yeah, because, yeah, I get it, because Fortune doesn't do anything. Accurate, unfortunately. I can't even believe Mordred's in Lost Belt 3. It's just stupid. So this is, I guess, Horse Bindo and you, what you did there. So, yeah, I mean, you really just throw say at everything. So let's see here, though. Interesting that you started with Guts. So I guess you had Nero, NP. What did you do? Did you have Nero, like, normal card down, say, and then NP? No. Nero, normal card down, you, and then NP, you second health bar. Is that what you did? And did you get NP? Did you have to Guts it? So you got NP, you had to Guts it, and then after that, George is gone. Then Mash comes in, tanks a bit. You probably have already NP'd once with Say by then, and then Mash dies, helps you NP a second time. And then another, why another Nero? Is that just because of the anti-class thing for Horse Bindo? Like, why double Nero? And then I guess you clean up with Say at the end, like you stalled enough with Say's evade and the taunt that Horse Bindo stuff's worn off, and then you use, doesn't Berserker Say have anti-debuff? So she doesn't get wrecked by Horse Bindo's gimmick? I think I roughly know how that played out, I think. 2 Says, 2 Nero, indeed. Okay, this has got Juna. Which one, though? Like, I'm assuming this is the one with Limbo. Yeah, it says Limbo. Yeah, because that's the one that's actually hard. I had a joke, but I forgot. Is that like a Terminator? Am I missing a meme here? All right, what do we got? Oh God, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this team. It's got this has the two criminals on it, right? The 2 cardinal sins, if you will. Like fuck that shit. We'll just move on from that one. All right, what do we got here? Live Canith reaction. No. All right, so what do we got here? What do we got here? I'm surprised no Ushi, considering, but honestly, I have found Ricky is really good here. Fucking, oh, it's because she has her buff. I was about to say, why are we using Fujino, but it's because she's got her buff. So Fujino probably did better than like Ushi and stuff. So like, fuck it, just go with that. Because yeah, she's got damage cut. So this is pretty much get AoE'd by Demeter, get your NP, and then NP Demeter enough that Demeter dies before you do. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And because you literally brought 0 support, right? It's just units that have self-survival to an extent and then or go burr really fast, right? So yeah, this is just Ooga Booga. But I mean, it works, right? I mean, if it wins, it wins. Also, I imagine Canis didn't do a damn thing in that fight. All right, what boss is this? What, is this Zeus? Because that'd be after Demeter. It's either that or Aphrodite. I'm trying to see if the background, I can't tell from the background. Let me look at the team. Oh, it must be Aphrodite because it's an assassin. Okay, yeah, you said it's Aphrodite. Because yeah, it's assassin, it must be Aphrodite. Okay, so Ilya go burr, that's really good. She loops pretty easily. You got Asclepius with debuffs. You brought Atlas that also deals with the debuffs. I imagine this was literally just Ilya go burr, and then eventually somebody randomly dies, and you just have random good casters in the back with Nero and Babbage that just do some kind of damage. But you might not even needed them. Venus, yeah. I suspect somebody died. You probably had at least one backup unit, but I don't think Berserkers say actually came in. That's actually kind of surprising. So that means at least 3 people died. So I guess it was, you probably let, like Asclepius probably died, and then I wouldn't think you'd let Sei die, but I guess because you wanted Berserker Sei, maybe you did let regular Sei die. And she doesn't have great survivability, so at least she definitely died. And then, so the other one that died was probably Babbage, maybe? I mean, or you let Ilya die, like maybe the whole front row died. Yeah, actually, because of the NP, I guess you probably eventually let the whole front row die, and then these all came in, and then they went burr until you won. Did that happen? Did all 3 of these die? Like, did an NP go off? Actually, hell, maybe one of them was already dead, and then the NP killed another 3 of them, and then it was just Nero and just Sei there. Yeah, that actually makes sense. And I figured they just had enough damage to then burn it down. Okay, so then I guess Zeus is next. Yeah, there we go. Skill issue. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so bonk, kill hand, which Berserker Sei first, because Berserker Sei can kill the top and bottom segments with Romulus. So why? I guess this was just someone in the bag who brought Bond CE. Either that or this isn't the actual team. No, it is because Ruler's up there. So I guess you were like, ah, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, easy bonk between Berserker and that. The first NP though, people are gonna die. The question is, so on the first NP, did Romulus die in the first NP? Because you probably didn't value him that much considering you have a Berserker out. So I figure you did all your skills and stuff are around making sure Sei lived. And then you needed someone to die. So yeah, Romulus died in first NP, and then Asclepius comes in, gets rid of the debuffs. So I imagine like her NP and Romulus and all that, they already dealt with the first health bar after the first NP from Zeus, or right before it. So the debuffs are there, Asclepius comes in, removes them. I guess you're probably... It'd be hard to keep Sei alive this long. Does she live to the end? I'm thinking she doesn't. Because once Asclepius comes in, I actually feel like Sei's gonna die next. Like, Asclepius is gonna die. So, like, who died next? Because I figure it's gonna be Sei, unless you... I mean, I guess you could use the heal on her. You could use, then, the NP. Yeah, I guess Asclepius, she died not too long after Romulus. Okay, so she fucking died. Okay. So Romulus dead, that means Sith is in. Then Asclepius would die. And then Sei comes in. So, I'm trying to remember, does Sith have any, like, utility here? That's, like, NP seal? Let me look here. Because the cleanup here is actually a little messed up. Because you're obviously... You got NP seal from Asclepius, but he's probably going to die before that syncs up. Yeah, she does have NPCL. Okay, okay. So that actually is pretty handy for her there because she keeps you alive a bit with the evade, and then the NPCL is really good. So I'm assuming what you did was you NPCL'd him. He didn't bring his top and bottom back again, and then because you just killed the one that he brought back before, and then you NPC'd him, and then you just bursted him down, and then he was dead. Is that about right? Because yeah, you got drain and seal, so you probably had time. That's kind of cool that you can make that work though, with like Sith. That's not like a unit I think a lot of people would think to use in this fight. Oh yeah, there we go. Not really a hard fight. Yeah, it's medium. Medium difficulty. Wait. What about? So you brought Ben K, but he died. Ben K from the grave. Wait, did Ben K actually win from the grave? Is that actually his curse? Was that intentional or was that an accident? Because that's kind of amazing. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we got a big waiver, so you're going for like turn... No, you still can't turn 1 NP though, but it's just like stability. Ben K's actually really, really tanky here between waiver and then his defense up and then the CE. So what the fuck though were you doing? Okay, hold on. So I'm cheating a little bit. So Sei's still alive, so I can assume that. And everything else has died. So Waver's still alive. So Waver and Sei live, and everything else dies. What the fuck? Doesn't she like NP at the end and all that? And I know her normal attacks hit super hard. So you must have tanked a really long time with Ben K, and then like with this, and you're just like NPing with Sei over and over. So you were doing like really stupid shit there. And then eventually Ben K dies. Had I guess just NP'd. So you won really quickly after Ben K died. So then George comes in. So it's pretty far into the fight by the time George comes in. George obviously dies pretty quick because the boss hits super hard. So probably 2 turns and boom, he's dead. You get battery. You're NPing with Sei again. Then Percival comes in. So it's literally only been 2 turns because he died in 2 turns. Percival comes in. He tanks probably 2 turns. Then he dies too, but then you win. You must win right there. So you must have won like within 4 turns, like boom boom, which is kind of crazy considering Sei's AOE and neutral. But I guess she gets her niche, I guess. And then I don't know if Berserker Sei just did normal card damage, but I'm confused. I actually wish I could see a video of this. DK remove buffs on the first break bar. She's man attribute, yeah, makes sense. It says 21 turn. I figured you stalled like a motherfucker at the start, but if Ben K, if that is Ben K's dot, then you must have, and the other 2 are still alive, right? So like the only one that died at that point was Ben K, right? So within a very short amount of time, then you had to have won. So you had to like stall. I need a video for this. I need a video for this. I'm actually confused how this played out because. Like, it could have, you might be out of your mind and like it's Waver's dot, right? Like Waver actually might have been the one that got the dot. I'd be surprised if that was Ben K's dot because it'd just be so hard to win within 4 turns but then have stall. Was it this? Was it Waver's dot? Yeah, that's what I would think at this point because then you're just like kind of stalling. But still, once the 2 taunts died, I'm kind of curious how this, I need a video for this one. Like the other ones I could follow really clear, but that I'm confused on that one. Quality was ass, feels bad. If only Muramasa was Saber, yeah, you get to counterclass him with Sei at that point. So no Sei on this team, that happens every once in a while. No Berserker Sei either. Oh, so this is this the dragon lolly? Is that what we're fighting? I see this. I like the Sith one there. All right, so this was a super easy fight. You probably just sat there, got the battery, NP'd with your 2. I doubt you even used the back row. I know how this fight is. You just with the gimmicks, you pretty much just 2 sabers right here probably get the job done. I bet you your Caesar died, and then Burgess came in and you just cleaned up. But yeah, I figured that's all you had to do. So are we at Fluffy yet? So are you already fought? So you've already fought Fluffy? Look, you didn't. Look at this lion piece of shit. Look at this lion piece of shit. Look at this. Let's back this up. Oh, look at that. You got this nonsense. You didn't even have the balls. You didn't even do it. You're over here doing Why is this not necromancy, huh? Why are you using a regular gut CE? What could that be? The one in the city before Morgan. Well, so I mean, this one's fluffy though, right? Because I mean, you got fluffy there. So pretty much, this is almost identical to what I did, except you actually have Ku's third passive, which means you don't need a Grailed Ku anymore. You have no idea how annoyed I was that I could not get Ku's third passive right there, and I refused to roll back then because I had no reason to roll, and I didn't want to roll just for Ku coins. That pissed me off so much. But yeah, this is basically my team right here, except you're cleaning up with Berserker's Say, which actually I could see her being all right there at the end. This was probably pretty close though. I hate this boss fight with every fiber of my being. Can't wait to use NPC Castoria. Same when it comes to NA. Yeah, Merlin makes this fight so much easier, right? Like the story support Castoria with a Merlin is just easy mode. Yeah, this is pretty much my setup, but a little bit worse. So I imagine you were to RNG hell. Because my setup like works pretty good, but it's just a bit more like less scuffed than this. So this must have been like RNG nightmare right here. But I mean, it works, right? I got the job done. I'm surprised Say it was, I mean, yeah, I guess she is okay cleanup. I'm surprised though with that a little bit. You took 2 revives? Jesus. Something had to have gone really wrong then. Do you have a video? Because I would have liked to have seen that. So I like the, I like the fluffy there. Alright, what, is this Veach? Yeah, this must be Veach. Well, I mean, when you bring that, it's pretty easy. But I will say, when you have those two together, that's a good backup there. Yeah, I imagine this was a shit show. Like, I bet you just destroyed this. Because, like, seriously, Ibuki is just such a counter to this. And, yeah, and then Burgess is really good here as well. And I guess Sith is just for like that last second debuffs and the team-wide survivability and whatnot. Did you even need Doorman? Because I imagine you kind of just shredded it before that. I'm kind of surprised though you didn't do like one other defensive unit, but I guess Sith is good enough. Oh, and this is Doorman from 5.5. Yeah, obviously yeah, she just solos that, and no problem on that one. Oh, that's the end of it. Well, that was pretty cool, actually. I wish more people would show their teams like this for the bosses. I really like seeing how people, overcome the obstacles and, like, mix in practicality with their favorites, or if they solo, or if they don't solo, right? I really enjoy that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I look for. I'm sure we'll get. I want more updates from all of our legit. If any of our regulars want to put effort into like sending an update into their account reviews. Especially like when Lost Belt 7 comes out, right? And we have new bosses. If you want to share how you beat Lost Belt 7 and do an update on your account and stuff, like I would like that, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for now, is people to send in like new players that actually need advice, and then my regulars and stuff that want to send in and kind of just like show off, how their accounts are looking now, what they're grailing, meme it up on the way, and then show how they fought bosses. But just keep that in mind. If you want to show off on the stream from time to time, take some screenshots, take some videos or whatever. And keep tabs of like how you beat stuff, archive how you beat stuff, and then we can show that off on stream from time to time. I think that's a really good thing to do in dead weeks, actually. Okay, boys, I think I'm gonna wrap up there, but I do want to play do a little late night Elden Ring. But give me just like 2 minutes here. I need to get water, I need to run to the restroom, all that kind of stuff. But if you're just here for FGO, thank you guys for hanging out. I actually had a pretty good time today, considering there's no content. But I actually underestimated how much content we got out of Say there. So thank you to Say for putting in a good account review. Like, it's always worth it when people put in effort, right? It gives us a lot to meme about and talk about. I actually really like that. So good job, Say. I'm surprised at how little, there wasn't a lot of coup d'etat going on there, right? There wasn't a whole lot of uprising. There was a little bit, but. All right, Chad. I will be back in just like 2 seconds, and then we'll get Elden Ring set up. And yeah, for everyone else that's just here for FGO, thank you for hanging out. But I'll be right back. Alright, chat. I'm coming back. I don't want to see any blasphemy in the chat. Oh hey, actually no blasphemy in the chat. Look at you guys. Alright, let me get the stream title and all that fixed. Man, I hope FGO gets some good content soon, man. Give me some gameplay. Scatter. Alright, I'm gonna reset the stream just so the VODs are separated, and I'll be back in 2 seconds.